She grew up and she got married and was like an old never mind. And she looked again but still couldn't find the man who was sublime and tried again, but no, that wasn't to be. Still she produced from one but two daughters we. Wow, that is pretty neat. Take a seat, the channel you're at is LGBT friendly, and so you best respectful of others or you will be launched into orbit by Robin's Mars. Ooh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Robin, she is awesome. Some lyrics I can't think of. Let's talk about the things of this world that matter, so we can maybe think about a way to make it neat. It will be sweet. Yeah, yeah, Robin. Don't mention.
Yeah, I'm muted. I'm muted. Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here, and I hope y'all like that song. That was "Deconverted Man" made me that song. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, thank you, Deconverted Man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I can't like it's not showing up. I see PC out there, and I can't tell. I guess Trusty Eight maybe is out there. Um, I don't know. It says four. So anyway, I think we should be having some more. I'm trying to learn this free stream. I've never had this, and this is my first stream on it. So I'm like I don't know what I'm doing. And it's been kind of the audio is good. That's good. That's good. What about the song? Was the song good? Now I don't know about all the hard work because like only took me 5 years to get 200 subs. So that's not all that good. But yeah. Um I don't know what we're gonna do. Like I got a few I went on to Stephen Nim's 4,000 sub stream a while ago, and of course oh wait a minute. Let me add Earl. Hello, Earl. Oh, where'd she go? Well, what's going on?
Oh, am I here?
Hello? Yeah.
Oh, okay. There it is. That was weird. Hi, how are you?
You came and then you went. You came and then you went.
I don't know. Yeah, the connection on the restream because my internet's fine, so I don't know what's up with it. Anyway, good to see you. Congratulations.
Thank you. I was telling you, I was on Steven's 4,000 sub show ago, and everybody was showing the Trump Bible and all that good stuff in
good Lord.
on stream. So anyway, I invited them all to come by tonight and told them we would probably like watch a few videos of Trump saying some really stupid shit. So.
Sounds good to me.
So yeah, I picked out a few things, but ain't all we're gonna do. But
yeah,
I can't see who all's out there. I haven't figured. I just got this Restream, and I can't tell how it works very good.
I've only used Restream maybe like twice before, so I'm pretty new to it too. Yeah. I see Hizzle and Pragmatic Crystal's here, and
PC. I know PC is here. I saw her out there. Let me get my
Trusty Apico.
Trusty Ape. Trusty Ape.
Trusty Ape. Oh, Ape. Got it. Okay. Putting the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllables.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, that's funny.
Got Andrew.
Andrew.
Stephen Andrews.
Oh, that's Proverbs Guys Ministries.
Okay.
That's why I said I invited some of his people that were showing the Trump Bible to come on over here and watch some. We watched some clips of Trump saying stupid shit. So,
Yeah.
but,
Amen. There's a plethora to choose from.
yes, there is. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. It wasn't real hard to find two or three real quick either.
Lightning speed. Lightning speed. Especially with the apparently the No Kings protests was today and did really well. I think they're projecting 8 million people.
Oh, I hope so. I didn't know if that many showed up or not, but I hope it is.
Yeah, it was. The traffic around here was crazy. I'm right outside the state capitol. I live in the city, like right next to the state capitol. They're pretty much connected. It was like a suburb of it at one point, and it got so big that they've all kind of merged together. And yeah, you could hear people. So it's good.
Yeah, that's good though. I'm glad.
Good. Yeah, good time.
And Stephen, it was. I just picked some roads. Well, actually, I picked one video that somebody showed me this morning that I didn't like. I had never seen before. Yeah, it's like this. I was gonna start out with it actually. I think, and it's Jesse Ventura. Did you see the interview with Jesse Ventura on Pierce Morgan?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah,
Good.
Jesse, he's got a way with words.
Mm-hmm. That's
It's
that's
not
an
500,
understatement.
Equus, it's only 200. But thank you. Okay, I was looking to make sure I didn't say like if I type 500, because I'm not very good at math. But no, but yeah,
No,
thank you.
you got it right.
And thanks to Earl, because I was like at 196 or something like that last night, and I was like, do you think maybe that you could like shield for me to get my 200? So I logged back on, and I had like 204. So yeah. Yes, PC, this is where he said that. So we're gonna watch this. This is a clip of um this is a
Well,
clip
actually, it
of,
was funnier than that. You messaged me and were like, "I've only got 4 more to 200," and I was like, "Well, I'm already subscribed." And then I was like, "But I can shield for you in the
yeah,
chat." And then we both said it at the same time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, she said, I'm
Reading my
already
mind.
subscribed, so we don't need to, you know.
Keep still.
I'm not real fast. Like it, yeah, I couldn't say anything. But and hello,
And
Simos. How are
yeah,
you?
Ed shouted you out in the chat. I don't know
Who?
if you Ed he on his
Oh,
when he came back, because I told you I would do it when he went on this little he does like a 2-minute break in the middle of the stream.
yeah.
And he came back and read it and told everybody to go subscribe to you.
No, there's see, I'm not showing the right ones. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I can't do that. I don't know. Like, I'm not very good at this, y'all. I'm not very good at this. Yeah. BS is out there. BS. And anybody, Simos. Let's see. It's not like it's not showing you. I don't know how do I bring you in? Let's see. It doesn't show you on there. Oh, wait a minute. Here you are. Let's see. I think I got you. Let's see. Wait a minute. Oh, Simos.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, I'll figure out this streaming software one of these days.
It's okay. Yeah. 200 subs, can't have everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah. This is new. This is like the restream. So I never was very good at the old one. So that's all there is. But I was gonna say, like on BS's channel last night, him and Maya and Missing Maud had a really long talk I come in at the end, but I had nothing to do with what. And everybody should go around and watch that. That is a really good stream. Really good.
What were
stream.
they talking about?
I just like a lot of stuff. I mean, just
Feminism, mostly.
feminism
Oh.
and
Mhm.
feminism and stuff. And it was just a really good talk. And BS, like BS, I told him I was so proud of him last night. He was a feminist. I knew it all along. And but yeah, it was a good idea. I think it might have been some of Maya's idea too. So, but yeah, Maya did a good job, and Maud was awesome on there, and yeah, it was definitely worth watching.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. Now I got to figure out how to get back to where all the stuff is. Okay. All right, let me hide this thing. All right, we're gonna watch this. This is Jesse Ventura, the wrestler. He went on to Pierce Morgan's show, and Jesse's always entertaining. Always.
Okay.
Hopefully, I won't screw this up too bad. Wait a minute. I don't think that. I think I did something right here wrong. All right, a minute.
I've covered so many different types of videos when it comes to Donald Trump, when it comes to the war in Iran, when it comes to ICE, so many different things. But in this clip, this is a little bit of an interesting one. In this clip, we're going to see a former actor and governor of Minnesota, Jesse Ventura, literally call out Baron Trump and say that Donald Trump needs to send Baron over to Iran ahead of sending American soldiers. As usual, let's watch the clip in full. I'm going to hold my commentary, my thoughts, and my perspective towards the end. And then from there, I'll chime in. Let's get into it.
Well, Jesse Ventura is a former US Navy SEAL, a former professional wrestler, a former actor, and a former governor of Minnesota. We've had many memorable interviews over the years. I'm pleased to say he joins me again now. Jesse, how are you?
I'm doing good, Piers. It's been a long time for you and I. I tried to retire, but, well, I tried to retire, but unfortunately, they sent the Gestapo to my high school and they hit it with chemical weapons, which are a war crime. And that brought me back out of retirement to stand up against the war criminal in the White House.
Wow. Well, that sounds suitably dramatic.
Well, that's the way it happened. I mean, I was retired. I hadn't watched the news since the last election. My son said, "You're way better, Dad. You're not tense anymore. Keep it up." And then lo and behold, these ICE characters, I call them the Gestapo, and I think I can do that. And let me get something straight right now, Piers, so people know where I'm coming from. My uncle Emil fought in World War I. My parents both fought in World War II. My father had 6 bronze battle stars in Europe. My mother was a nurse in North Africa, which predated Normandy, fighting Rommel, the Desert Fox, the greatest German general. Both my parents were World War II veterans. My brother and I are both Vietnam veterans and member of the Navy UDT SEAL. We both did 2 tours to Southeast Asia. So everyone in my family is a war veteran. I wanted to get that out right now so it'll help with the things that I'm going to say to you in the moments to come.
So ICE agents came to your school, you said?
What's that?
Okay, I was gonna pause it for a minute.
Oh, I thought that was the internet breaking.
No, it's not. It's not over yet. I just thought I'd pause it for a minute because you don't want to let him play too long. Yeah, Jesse. Yes, he's pretty fired up right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's spicy. I like him.
pretty
Yeah, he
impressive
gets-
family record as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. He's definitely he's definitely got all the military records sewed up. Which do you know who that is? Do you know him, Samos?
Oh, I mean, I heard the name, but I didn't know who he was. Only as the wrestler, but I didn't know
he was a
he
wrestler.
had like parents that were 5-star decorated, or decorated with 5 bronze medals in Europe. I mean, that's crazy.
He was also the governor of what state was he governor of? Or was it Minnesota?
Minnesota, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He was governor of Minnesota for a while too. Yeah, he's and then they show him in 5 years ago here in a minute, and it's unbelievable how much he's aged in 5 years. Oh my gosh, it's just crazy. But anyway, all right, I'll go. I think I have to mute to keep that from bleeding over there. So I guess I'll go back to.
You said the ICE agents came to your school.
Yeah, the ICE agents came to the school where I went to high school, chasing some guy down just like the Gestapo. And I heard people were offended calling them that. Really? I can tell you right now, if my parents would have been alive and they would have seen what happened in Minneapolis, they would have Gestapo too. So they come to my school, they use tear gas and pepper spray at the school. Now, here's a question I have, Piers. My uncle Emil fought in World War I, and he was gassed. He came home, but his life was ruined. He could never do anything. What did they do? They outlawed it. Gas using chemical weapons became a war crime. Why is it that you can't use them on your enemy, but you're allowed to use them on your own people? That has always been, where is the media on this? You know, using chemical weapons against our own people, which is in essence a war crime.
Well, I think I wouldn't describe the gas used by ICE agents as chemical weapons. I mean, that infers weapons of
It's
mass
tear
destruction.
gas. They're
what
spraying
else is
people
it?
from 6 inches away right in their face. I can't use that in
Yeah,
war.
well.
I wasn't allowed to carry tear gas or any type of chemical weapon in war. It's
Yeah,
Well,
I
if you
mean,
were in Vietnam, yes, you were.
yeah, I was going to say that
Spraying all over the place.
World War One was mustard gas. So,
Yeah, but he was in Vietnam. Like,
Well, I
they-
don't guess he was allowed to carry it, just like our planes were. So,
right.
you know,
I mean, they napalmed the shit out of that entire country.
yeah, they did. Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, like you know, we did see videos like when all that was going on of them. Oh, I'm sorry, Stephen. Hold on a minute. We did see videos of them when it was going on. Like they were. I'm thinking too much. Where they were like throwing cans of that tear gas in
Yeah.
moving cars when they would
Yeah.
drive by.
It was right
Okay.
near. I mean, they did do it near. I saw it during close to a school.
I got to figure out how to do this now, Stephen. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't even know how to do it.
And there was a little baby that had to get like they were just trying to get out of their van, getting home, and the tear gas like got into their car and hurt the baby.
Oh wait a minute, I found it. Okay. Add placeholder. Is that does that mean that it goes at the top of the chat? I don't think so.
Oh well, there we go.
What?
Oh,
What
you're
I do?
still there. You're still there. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to put this. Somebody asked me to put the link up, and I don't even know how to do it. I'm trying to find it. Just hold on, man.
Which link? The StreamYard link?
Yes.
Oh, the Restream link.
Well, I don't have StreamYard. This is Restream, and like I haven't been fully.
Oh,
I
you
haven't been
just-
properly.
Copy paste
Train.
from the top, and then just paste
Yeah.
that into chat and highlight it if you want to leave it for everybody.
Yeah, there we go. I haven't been properly trained on this. Oh my goodness!
Watch out, folks. She's unsupervised.
Yeah, take it from me. I've got 205 subscribers. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Yes, yes. I'm an old bro of this. Yes. This is actually like I used to use the free StreamYard though, and this is the Restream.
Yeah.
And I don't know much about how to do it. I need to get Joe to help me show me a little bit. He knows more about
Why'd you
how to do it.
switch to Restream?
Oh, I mean, I was just using the free version of the StreamYard. So
yeah.
I bought this. I didn't pay for the whole year. I bought it for to get it so I could like check it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if I don't like it, I might not keep it, but I'm not really good on any of them anyway. So yeah. But I think I still have to mute when I go over there and watch that. So let's see. Let me go back to. See, I don't know if I can play that. I don't know how to do this, but
Banned from war. It's considered a war crime. You can't use it against your enemy, but you can use it in people. Doesn't something ring wrong there for you, Piers?
Well, a lot rang wrong about what was going on in Minnesota, and I'm very glad that it has been resolved, at least for now. And I think
It hasn't been resolved.
Well, no, not
Piers,
completely, but
nothing's been resolved.
No, I understand,
We have 2 dead people here.
Yeah, I
2
know.
people were killed by the
I
Gestapo
know.
here.
Yeah, I understand. And those investigations are ongoing, but at least the ICE activity that was going on and the way it was being conducted has been removed from Minnesota, which is a good thing. And I thought what happened was appalling. And I said so at the time. Let me ask you about Iran and your view of this war.
Well, here's how I feel about it. There's a simple thing as a leader, and you know this having been in the military. Trump wouldn't know it because he's a draft-dodging coward. But anyway, it's this. A war is justified if you're willing to send your
Bone
kids.
spurs.
Because how can you send somebody else's kids to a war if you won't send your own? So I'm calling right now for Barron Trump, Donald Trump's son. You know, after all, he's had 3 wives, he's had kids by each wife, and nobody's ever served in the military. To my knowledge, a Trump in the last 100 years has never done military service. Well, Barron, you can change that. Enlist in the United States military right now. Do something your father didn't have the courage to do. Do something your father didn't have the patriotism to do.
You know
I
how
want to see a
badass
Trump in the
that would
military.
actually be?
Everybody in my family has served, so I think I can say that with all due confidence. Come on, Trumps. Don't just reap the benefits of this free world. Somebody put on the uniform, and that's you, Barron. And I heard the excuse that Barron might be too tall. David Robinson served on active duty. He was 7 feet tall before he ever went to the San Antonio Spurs basketball team. David Robinson went to the United States Navy Military Academy. He's one of my officers, not
Tall?
directly,
They only
but he
care
would
about
have
that
been.
in the Air
Okay,
Force.
look, it's one argument that a Trump should serve. That's perfectly reasonable argument to make. A lot of people.
I dated a guy that was 6'6", and he worked in submarines.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
I
he's
think
getting
Barron's
on, like-
6'7".
Yeah, Jesse getting on. That's pretty funny. Like watching him go off about that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Trump is-
oh my goodness.
Trump and his fucking bone spurs, I swear.
Oh, Steven's here. Hold on a minute. And somebody else here. I'm Batman. Oh, Dean. Okay, I'm getting y'all.
Oh, Dean!
And Steven.
Hello.
Sorry.
Hello.
I couldn't tell where y'all were from over on that share screen. I don't know what I'm doing. Steven, you're going to have to train me on this.
Yeah, I'll give you a crash course, Robin, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, not right now, but
Man,
yeah.
She needs a whole lecture.
Yeah, I need more than a course, definitely. Like a semester or two, probably.
Hello, Dean.
Hey, I'm just here for all the lovely ladies, include Simos.
Don't be insulting Simos.
Hey, listen, I didn't call him an old smoker lady like I used to in the past, so.
What? You'd never called me that. I'd never put up with
Being
it.
a lady isn't an insult.
See, Simos?
Well,
Not
yeah,
an
but-
insult.
Hey, look. Hey, look. I'm just saying you never called me that in the past. You're making shit up again. Just like you and your little god.
Yeah, I like my Sky Daddy. Don't be jealous.
Yeah.
At least I'm somebody's sugar baby.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm yeah.
I didn't know you were Catholic, but okay, fair enough.
Oh no. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Duck. Good to see you.
Duck in chat. Hello, Duck.
Yep. Duck's in chat. He better have gotten his kazoo, or Sarah's gonna box his ears.
Big Bad Mama might, if he shows up, he might have his kazoo. I don't know. Is he out there? Has anybody seen him?
Who?
Big Bad Mama.
Oh no, I haven't seen Big Bad Mama yet.
Yeah, I forgot to remind him while ago. Steven,
it is a little past
congratulations
his
on your
bedtime.
4,000 subs.
Thank
Done.
you, but I'm more excited about your 200 subs. It was
Oh,
harder
yeah.
to get to 200 than it was 4,000. Serious.
I've heard that.
wasn't-
Yeah, the first 1,000's a grind for sure.
It wasn't real hard for me. Like I've spent the last 5 years doing it, so it wasn't like I'm real. You know what I mean? Like Earl, I had to get Earl to like jump on there and give me a buzz last night, and then objective ethics and skeptic philosophy have been pushing too. So, and then PC's always real helpful and.
Hmm.
Yeah, but seriously, Robin, like if you think about it, how many things on YouTube do you watch and you never subscribe? And that's what
subscribe.
most people do.
I've subscribed to so many channels.
You're
Like, I-
an enigma, though.
Yeah, I know. Or yes, I am. I'm subscribed to people's channels because I feel bad. Like once I subscribe to them, I feel like, oh, I shouldn't unsubscribe to them. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of them I'm subscribed to, and then I even usually most time if there's somebody I'm subscribed to, I go by and give them a like too.
Mhm.
Like even if it's somebody that I disagree with a lot, I'll still go give them a like. But
Yeah, but do you think about the fact that 200 plus people, because I think it's 207 now, 200 plus people like you and value your opinion enough to actually subscribe to you? That's huge.
They might be taking it a little too far, but you know what I mean, like,
There's a lot of hate watchers out there, people.
yeah.
This is true.
I don't know how many hate watchers I've got. Most people can't stand. Let's see who else is here. Brett, who? Oh, I know. This is my buddy from Painburn, I hope. Oh, which Brett this is. Brett?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I was making sure it wasn't Brett Keane. I was like,
Oh, Lord.
what's her?
Yikes.
I was like, I don't know about her dad, him, but then I thought, oh, it's my gosh, it's Brett from Painburn. Yes. But
A full house.
we're gonna finish watching this Miss Ventura here, this Jesse, because he's getting ready to body slam Trump.
But it doesn't change what's going on in Iran. What is your view of this war? Do you think it's a legitimate war? Many people think that the Iranian regime has been the instrument of terror through the Middle East for 40
Of course they
years.
have been. Of course they have been, Piers. But wait a minute. Trump then calls you guys NATO cowards. Wait a minute. NATO is set up to protect. That means that if a NATO country is attacked, they will all join together to repel it. It doesn't go in reverse. It doesn't mean if one of the NATO countries starts a war that all the others have to join in. That ain't part of the deal. The deal is protection, not aggression. And we started this war, and then he's calling you guys a bunch of cowards because you won't come in and help him. Well, why didn't he talk to you beforehand? And second of all, that isn't what the mission is. The mission is to protect the countries if they're attacked, not to go on the offense and do the attacking.
Okay, but do you think America was justified in joining Israel in the attack on Iran?
No.
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Absolutely not. Because we started the war. I'm not for starting any war. We fired the first shot. Plain and simple. You want to put it in Rambo terms? We drew first blood.
Many would argue, of those who support the war, that Iran had drawn a lot of blood through this regime for a very long time. They had supported and propped up. Well, hang on, Jesse. They had armed groups like Hamas and the Houthis and Hezbollah for decades. They had wreaked utter havoc, drawing enormous amounts of blood, and that actually the reason America and Israel had to deal with them now was that they were imminently going to get a nuclear weapon and may well use it. What do you say to that?
Yeah, but that's not true.
Well, here's
The
what I say.
IAEA
Let's get the
report
real
made that
history
pretty
in.
clear.
You know, I listen to people like Congressman Lawler in New York. They all love to go back to 1979, the day the Ayatollahs took over. They conveniently don't go back to when I was alive. I'm a little older than them. Let's go back to 1953, shall we? When Iran had a Democratic elected president, the United States didn't like him. We pulled a coup d'etat, and what did we do? We stuck the authoritarian dictator, the Shah, in power. That's when the I Hate America started, was way back in the 50s when we interfered in their democratic elections. But how convenient we are that we forget that. Then in 1979, what took place? The Ayatollahs took over, who were probably worse than the Shah. But let's remember, the hatred of America was started by America. It was not started by the Iranians. We interfered in their government way back in the 50s and overturned their democratic elected president. And then the dictatorship started with the Shah and now went to the Ayatollahs. And here we are today. But I'd like for Congressman Lawler to at least try to go back in history from before he was born to see what could have occurred, and that the United States was the person that caused the hatred between the two countries.
Jesse, I know you're very scathing of Trump now. There was a time when you were more friendly terms. You both at WrestleMania 20.
You know what? I think that we may need a wrestler in the White House in 2008.
When you look at that, Jesse, I mean, that was 12, 13 years ago, I think. Trump has also been made a WWE Hall of Famer, which I know has angered you.
Yep.
How do you feel now looking back at that clip?
I feel that simply I was doing my job. I was doing what I was asked to do at the WWE. Trump being a Hall of Famer is a tragedy. This guy has never been in the ring. I got a good friend, Ken Patera, Olympian, first man to overhead press 500 pounds, 25 years in the wrestling business. Kenny Patera is not in the Hall of Fame. Donald Trump does not belong in the Wrestling Hall of Fame. He never earned it. You know what I had to do to get in the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame? At one point in my career, I wrestled 63 consecutive nights in a row. That's how you get in the Hall of Fame. When I was referring to putting a wrestler in the White House, me, not him.
Really? That was a bit ambiguous.
Yeah, it sounds like bullshit.
Well, that was pretty good though, wasn't it? Like he was dead. He was spot on though about the Iran, about Iran. Like,
us
Sure.
overthrowing their democratically elected. Yeah.
I don't think the Shah acted like a dictator as such. I mean,
Yes, he did. Yeah, he did.
Well, I knew
yeah.
people. I know people that came to this country after '79 from Iran, foreign nationals from India and other places, and they were perfectly fine. They had very legitimate growing businesses in Iran. They were allowed to work, no problem.
Yes,
Iran,
but here's the
Iran
deal.
was so different back then.
It really was. Yeah.
Here's the deal, though. They were like the Shah was like they never liked him because he wasn't a legitimate leader. Okay, and he was stealing, like he was very corrupt, and he was like stealing all of their money. Like the people, Americans had it great, or other people who were over there working for the oil companies and stuff had it pretty great in Iran at that, but the Iranians are not benefiting.
Well, I mean, he told me different stories. That's all I can say, and I don't know what the truth of it is. So I'm just reporting what somebody who lived in Iran from '73 to '79 told me.
Yeah,
he lost everything in that '79 coup. I think he had a tailor's business.
And Jimmy Carter, actually, I like Jimmy Carter. I think he was probably the most decent and moral president, one of the most decent moral presidents that we've ever had. And he actually screwed up really bad. He had a chance before the Ayatollah came in and the Shah had fled. He had a chance to go meet with the Ayatollah and set up some kind of like communication with him. And he refused because he didn't want to make the Shah see him back in Ayatollah. And but I like those of us, you remember this, Simos, not everybody will, when all of our hostages were taken.
Yeah.
You remember that? And all of them,
the embassy hostages.
And they would parade them around with all the blindfolds on and stuff like that. That was horrible.
That's why I'm kind of objecting, I guess, because the difference between the Shah's regime and the Ayatollah's regime is night and day. I mean,
I gotta push back a little bit on your on the assertion that the Iranian people weren't benefiting under the Shah, because that was
he was stealing all their wealth. Like they're all he was stealing. He was very
Well,
corrupt, and
they
he
weren't
was
stealing all of their wealth. There was a huge modernization push that he did. Women were going
Yeah.
they were going to universities. They didn't have to wear the hijab anymore. They had a nightlife. Rights for women during that time were incredible. Like, as
yeah, I agree with that. I
relatively
agree with
speaking.
that. Yeah, but like it was just like that. But he wasn't really seen as a legitimate leader by the people. Like we
I
stuck
think
him
he
in
was.
there.
I thought he was quite popular. I seem to remember he was quite popular, and that's why Iran settled quite quickly into being a monarchy again. But
Yeah,
look, I don't know the facts of it. I'm not a historian, so I'm just like stuff that I've heard in my lifetime over what the situation in Iran has been like. And it's been terrible under the theocracy. I know that because they went to war with,
Yep.
they had a religious war with Iraq pretty quickly.
Mhm.
Yep. And I'm glad that I told us. I mean, like I remember all those hostages, and that was the one thing. When I found out he was dead, I was pretty. I was happy because he made them people miserable for a year.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
Although
awful.
it's not just him. He's the head of the theocracy, which is has mad ideas. Just mad
Yeah.
ideas. Most religions seem to tend towards once they get power.
Yep. Anybody else got anything? Yeah, I've just got two more. That's the only one that was long, and I forgot how long that thing was. But there's I've got one here of Trump calling the let's see, he's calling the Strait of he's calling it like let me see. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm messing this up so bad. Let's see.
Well, the good thing is, Robin, is if you really don't know what you're doing, history will show us that you could be president one day.
Exactly. Oh, I wanted to tell your
Yeah.
guest that so bad today, Stephen. When he was like flashing his Trump Bible up there, I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I was trying to get off there before I said something like,
I love Justin, but I wanted to puke.
"Yeah." Well, I think I did puke up in my mouth a little bit, but I kept thinking I've got to get off this stream before I say something to get my moderator wrench taken away.
Don't feel bad, Robin. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I've got to get out of here. I'm gonna have all my rights stripped.
Yeah, I thought I'm gonna be. Yeah, I'm gonna be. Yeah, I was like, "Oh gosh," but and I
Good
don't.
to know that you don't agree with that awful monstrosity that he's charging
t-
people $60 a pop for.
No. And see, Stephen and Achilles, they are not fans of Trump either. So, and Stephen takes a lot of crap from a lot of people on Facebook and YouTube over
A
supporting
lot of
Trump.
crap.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. It's really bad. It's a cult. It's a
It
cult.
is a cult. It is 100% a cult.
All right, let's see. Let me go. Watch this other one.
It's not playing anything.
I know. Awkward silence. Robin? You alive over there?
Did she leave us? Like
I don't know.
unsupervised?
I can't hear her anymore. Robin.
Robin, we can't hear him
something's
say his
happening.
racist things.
Something's happening.
Oh, that's not Jesse Ventura, is it?
What's wrong?
We can't hear anything. Are you playing
You can
anything
hear
yet?
it? Yeah, but I don't know. Probably something wrong. Did you see it?
I can see a lady from CBS.
Let me see.
She looks
Oh.
moderately disturbed about some news that she heard.
This is the Trump talking to the Japanese Prime
Oh, come on.
Minister.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen this already.
Whoa.
I mean, like we have like just a total gorilla in in
He's-
president. Oh,
I
He's
don't.
just
Oh,
so he's so ignorant of
Oh,
world, like
jeez.
of the world outside
They
America.
don't like.
I don't. I don't.
Unfucking believable.
I
Yeah.
don't think that comment is really fair, though, Robin. Because from what we've discovered is that gorillas are actually really intelligent.
yes. I'm sorry, Coco. I actually I owe Coco the gorilla
An apology.
Yeah, I don't even know what to compare him to. Like, I don't know. I can't think of any animal that I dislike more than him.
I mean, like it's okay, like it's one thing if like we have I don't know, like we had, I should say, the Queen's husband, the last Queen's husband, and he comes from a different generation. He was like 90 years old or something. And he'd always go to these places, wherever they were. They'd go on diplomatic missions, and the Queen was ever so good with diplomacy. But her husband was just a complete fucking racist. And I'm no joke, he would just go and say something completely racist to the local population.
Yeah.
Right? And, they'd be in the middle of Africa, and he'd make some joke about dancing. Right? And you go, yeah, really? I mean, you're not doing us any favors, mate. And and this is the level that Trump's at, right? He's got no filter, no filter at all for being a diplomat. So he goes to these countries, and it's one thing like being there, going, "Oh, aren't they dance?" Trying to say that the dancing is nice, right? To
Yeah.
being like, no, I'm just going to stereotype you and say, well, at least you're not as bad as like. Hirohito. Or
If I
something,
could, though, it's still even a little different because while Prince Philip was like a bumbling idiot and said very inappropriate things, I think Trump goes out of his way to be an arrogant ass, like intentionally. It's not out of ignorance like with Philip, like he's just an ass.
Well,
No,
wait a
I
minute.
think
Oh,
I think
he's a malignant narcissist. That's why.
Yeah,
It's
I think
because we
I
shouldn't
think
put
they're
people
not
in
new.
power that have, psychological damage.
yeah. I mean,
I
I
think-
don't think that it's just not like Philip bumbled into this stuff. But Philip was genuinely a racist.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's just the facts of the matter. And the fact is, they shouldn't have taken the Queen shouldn't have taken him on diplomatic missions to these places, so he could say this racist stuff.
Mhm.
Right? And it's the same with Trump. He's clearly a racist, and he shouldn't be allowed to go to other countries as a diplomat because of this fact.
He's a racist and he's stupid.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think he's stupid, but
He-
he's
Really?
certainly not.
guarantee he's got
the,
an ADIQ.
he's not the brightest man I've ever heard talk. But
He can't read.
Well, he can't talk either, and he doesn't know anything. He's just
Right.
a moron. I think he's dumb as hell. Right? Actually, I think, but I think that he's I don't know.
I don't think he's dumb as hell. I
It's a
just
cult.
think
It's a
he's
cult.
a twat, as we would say in this country.
I think he's
And
a
doctors have diagnosed him. He is a malignant narcissist.
He's a bender, am I right, Simos?
No, I don't think he is.
A what?
I don't know. I kind of feel like he might be.
A what?
No.
What'd
You
find?
remember when he talked to Rubio about his hands and how lovely his hands were?
What are you talking about? Are you?
It's nothing, Robin.
I'm not talking about it. Let me just say
Steven.
that right now, because I have no fucking idea.
Steven.
Yes, Robin.
Do not. Yeah, you know where we're at on here.
I have no idea where we're at.
All right. You got me. Go put that
Anyway,
eavesdropper here.
are we going to hear him say this disrespectful thing about Japanese?
Yes, and you know what? I think another thing. I think that this would have been less probably apt to happen if Japan hadn't had a woman
There you go.
leader. I don't know. if
Yeah,
it
that
made-
as well. Yeah, I mean, he's a misogynist as well, no doubt about
yeah,
it.
yeah. I think that. He will insult men leaders too, but I think that he's he takes more joy in it if it's a woman.
Well, no,
Yeah,
he
him
can
and
get away with it.
Angela
away with it.
Merkel had a they hated each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, they hated each other so much.
Well, now this time, speak up, Earl. If you can't hear this, you'll have to talk louder or something.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yep.
Go for it, Robin. No, can't hear that. Is the volume down? Can't hear it. Cannot hear it at all.
Robin, it's possible that you're going to have to unshare it, and then when you go to share it again, make sure you have the audio shared.
Yeah.
La, 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 la.
I just want to say that I'm here to help Robin meet her diversity quota so she can get a check from the government. Oh wait, they apparently don't do that anymore.
What group do you fall into, Batman? Like, how diverse are we talking? Like, if you are a gay Republican Jew, she's going to get a huge check.
First of all, I identify as Batman. That is my chosen pronoun.
Hey,
Um,
Batman is not a pronoun.
Hey, you can't
feel
tell me
like
how to
that's-
identify myself.
Yeah, that's
You can't be
that's,
Batman.
That's discrimination.
Hey,
that's a hate crime, Robin. He
You
can
know,
be whatever he
no,
wants to be.
look, y'all. We know grammar over here.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's got man in it, so I can't see why
Yeah.
it can't be a pronoun.
And
Gracious.
you know,
Subscribers.
I'm
I'm
black.
gonna lose all
and
my
Jamaican.
subscribers.
Have
Like-
a little bit of Chinese in me and Syrian, so you know I'm ticking a few boxes.
That's crazy, because I did not take you as the type that could dance really well.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my god.
Probably
For
stuck on
fuck's
some
sake.
I'm
toes,
gonna
but
mute
I-
all of you.
I'm. What? Holy shit. Okay. All right.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
What I said. Holy shit.
Oh my.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of tired, so I become an
Yeah,
idiot when
me
I'm
too.
tired. So
Wake the fuck up.
A
Yeah,
lot of
I-
economic ties with Japan specifically,
Oh, there we go.
and so it was a very interesting and notable moment there from the president.
And interesting to watch the facial expressions of
You
his
wanna play it
Japanese
back from the
counterpart
beginning?
there. Olivia
Maybe there's
Rinaldi,
something
thank you
earlier
so
on.
much.
Play it back from the beginning, yeah.
There we go.
Did they actually show the meeting
And
part?
that are some remarks the president made. What can you
Mhm.
tell us about the question and his answer?
Right. So when moving on to the question and answer session.
This is how good I did. I didn't even get a clip of the actual stuff.
Okay.
I mean, we can sum it up. So he makes a surprise attack joke to the Prime Minister of Japan,
Joke.
which highly inappropriate.
Mhm.
Because
Referring
he asked why they didn't tell anybody that they were going to attack Iran. And he said, oh, well, she wants to know why we didn't tell anybody. Did she tell us about Pearl Harbor?
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yes.
Yup.
Like
Holy
everybody in the
shit.
room, like even like Trump's people went, you can hear 'em.
Oh.
There were
When
audible
she-
gasps from the Japanese.
I'm sure when she was first elected, he went over there. When was that? Last year sometime. And you know, the Japanese are pretty, notorious. They don't touch each other, like in public. Like they're not a
Yeah.
touchy-feely type of society. They just don't do that. They don't do the bro hugs and all the bullshit. And certainly not a man with another, a woman who is not his mother, right? And like, just he put his hand like he kind of like side hugged her,
Yeah.
and her face. Oh my God, it's meme worthy. It's. I felt so bad for her. She
Well,
was,
isn't that
she
wasn't
was
she the one that
mortified.
wasn't she the one that was like guiding him around because he was out there just like wandering around?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he
Like
he had
like
one
he
of his
was
dementia, moments, and
yeah,
was just
like he
wandering
walked up
around.
he walked up to the band and stuff or whatever it was, and was just standing there watching them. He was
Yeah, it
he
was
was
so
saluting
bad.
their people in the band.
Right. Like he's oh my God. But I mean her face, like you could just like the look on her face was like, oh, this is icky. Like she was so gross.
You know what's worse than this though is the people who actually think this guy is like strong and powerful and
Ugh.
intelligent and stuff. Like I'm sorry, but like I'm like this is
I
like I mean the only thing dumber than
I
Trump
don't
is the
get
people
it.
who
I really
support
don't
Trump.
get it.
I really do think that. Like you don't even realize how dumb he looks. I mean,
Mhm. He's a
I
buffoon.
understand why he don't recognize it. You know what I mean? It's not always
Well,
people
yeah,
don't
because
recognize
he
themselves.
can't. Yeah, he completely lacks any introspection to be able to like objectively see his own behavior. But like, plus he doesn't think he does anything wrong. He never takes account. He's famously never taken accountability for anything. Never apologizes for anything. He doubles down or triples down instead.
No.
Also, I mean, like the fact that he compared those two comments, right, just shows what a massive misunderstanding of history and ignorance
Yeah.
of history he's got. Right. I mean, for a start, there was an emperor, God, and a god emperor on the throne back then.
Right.
Right. So it's nothing to do with a democracy. I mean, absolutely nothing. And secondly, if you knew anything about modern history, the Japanese people feel extremely shamed by
Right.
Yes.
the actions
Yes.
from World War II.
Well, some of them.
Yeah, I mean, there's some old guard, I suppose, but they're mostly dead now.
I worked for the Japanese for 12 years.
The deal
and
the
I worked
issues
for
with the Koreans are still a little touchy, I think, around the edges. But I think for the vast
Koreans
majority of the
aren't-
population,
aren't Japanese though.
no, what the Japanese did to the Koreans.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
they're
like
comfort women. Do you know about that?
But the Japanese, I'm talking about Pearl Harbor though. Like we were talking about.
Right, I know. But that happened during World War II.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that they've taken responsibility for a lot of things they did during World War II, but not everything.
Right. It's fair point.
Yeah.
I just feel that the shame that's been brought on the Japanese nation because of World War II and the actions that they took, and the failure to keep to the Geneva Convention.
Mm-hmm.
They
don't even teach about their own because they were doing similar things that the Nazis were doing to the Chinese and the Japanese. Chinese and the Koreans.
I know, but we don't teach it either. Look what we've done to the Native Americans and.
I mean, Americans were dropping napalm and phosphorus bombs everywhere, so.
I mean, we've done, we don't teach about slavery. We don't teach about what we did to the Native Americans. We don't teach
about slavery.
No, I was taught
what we did.
In Kentucky, I was taught that the Civil War was fought over states' rights.
Oh yeah, I was taught it was the War of Northern Aggression. I mean,
the War of
we live in the South.
I mean, like, if that is like completely avoiding the topic of the war.
I mean, both are accurate. To leave either one out, like states' rights or slavery, is just an incomplete truth, though, because two things can be accurate. Like the poor Southerner who never owned a slave was not fighting for slavery. That was like the rich planters who started the war. The poor Southerner was under the assumption he was fighting for rights.
No, he was fine. They like they're doing the same thing they do now. Here's this boogeyman that you need to be scared to death of because it's going to destroy our way of life.
Yeah.
It's going to take down
Economy,
our civilization, and this is what's going to happen if these people end up winning and stuff. It's like the rich people always convince the poor people to do their fighting for them, and they always create a boogeyman for the poor people to hate.
Yeah, and of course, one of the rights they were fighting for is to have slaves.
Right for slaves. Yeah, the right.
I mean, you're not wrong, Stephen, and you're not wrong, especially that there were people that were completely ignorant of the real reasons the reasons that the North and the South became so hostile with each other.
The right to own people's farm equipment.
And there's lots of voting rights as well, I'm sure, came into it as well at some point.
Yeah, but I mean, even if you look at some of the writings from Lincoln, it was very clear from the offset, like, he didn't go to war just over slavery. Like, he even said in some of his writings that if he could win the war by freeing all the slaves but one, he would. And if he could win the war by freeing none of the slaves but one, he would do it. Like, he just wanted to win the war.
But he didn't start the war.
Yeah, once it started, yeah.
Like Lincoln won the presidency. Like he won the presidency, and as soon as it was, as soon as that he was inaugurated, those states started seceding from the Union because they said that if he won, that they were going to leave the Union. And so, yeah, I mean,
they're going to take their ball and go home.
They were going to take their ball and go home, and and they fired on Fort Sumter, and so they started the war. The South did. They started the war. They left and succeeded, which was not, they legally can't do, and then they fired on Fort Sumter, and we're going to try to take federal munitions and stuff. So.
Well, okay, so it's accurate that Fort Sumter was like the first official battle of the war, but the conflict started even before that, and there was Northern aggression, like whether it was right or wrong, put aside, but there was different scenarios where the North was trying to cause a slave rebellion, and so like it wasn't one-sided. Like in the American Civil War, the North was not the 100% good guy, in the South, the 100% bad guy. History is rarely cut and dry like that.
Well, I don't know. Like, I don't think the North was trying to start a slave rebellion. I think that John Brown might have done that, but he was not working for the federal government. Like, you know what I mean? Are you counting John Brown?
Not limited to John Brown, but there were several instances.
I mean, I don't think that the federal government's official position was slave right. In fact, the federal government actually forced northern states to comply with the fugitive slave law. Even states that had banned slavery in their state, to where that you would not have been able to own a slave in their state. And they still were forced by the federal government to comply with the fugitive slave law, even after they they got rid of slavery in their own state.
But I don't think Lincoln actually abolished slavery, did he? Though, I mean, afterwards he made a compromise to get peace.
Yeah, he did. That's not that's not what the part they ran on. I mean, but there was a whole lot of stuff about admitting new states and everything. But when Lincoln
even the
won,
Emancipation Proclamation wasn't until 1862 or 3. Like the war was already waging for a year and a half before Lincoln decided, I need more momentum.
Yeah. And it didn't even free all the slaves in the United States, because Kentucky and Maryland slaves actually were not freed under the Emancipation Proclamation because we never seceded from the Union. So our slaves were not freed until after Congress went back into session after the end of the war.
Yeah, but we also can't discount like fear tactics. So because of like John Brown and other small like rebellion rallyings, It was very much in the Southerners' head, especially with your poor, more uneducated Southerner, that if the Republicans had taken power, which Lincoln did, that there would be more of that. And guess where the majority or almost all of the slaves resided? In the Southern states. So, like, there wasn't, whether it was legitimate or not, there was the perceived fear that there would be an uprising and all your Southern neighbors would be massacred.
Yeah, they didn't reside there. They were like slaves. They did like they were.
No, but you get what I mean. Like, all the slaves were down here in the South. So there
Yeah.
was a legitimate fear that if they got armed, they would want some retaliation.
It's funny how I know, but like I'm not sure that like I don't feel much sympathy for the Southerners. Actually, I used to until I got to think that like I just don't, because they were like they shouldn't have been there to begin
Yeah,
with.
but Robin, have you ever looked at the numbers? Like, even at the height of slavery in the country, only 36% of Southerners were wealthy enough to own a slave. So,
Oh, I
like, the
know.
vast majority of Southerners never owned a slave and
Yeah,
didn't
but
feel like they were fighting for slavery.
Stephen, but I think you're downplaying then 100 years of Jim Crow and racial segregation by state and local laws.
Well, that
Like,
came long after the Civil War, though,
No.
right? We're talking
Yeah,
about like the
there's-
Civil War.
Hold on a
like-
minute. Let me introduce Brett because he's a history teacher.
So, hey guys, I'm friends with Robin on Pingburn. But look, just because they were poor and couldn't own slaves didn't mean that they didn't benefit from and partake in a system that ultimately dehumanized non-white people. And that may not be like literal slavery, you know, like after the Civil War, there's land farmers or tenant farmers, whatever they were, and sharecroppers, whatever the words were. But they participated in a system that for a long time, and this wasn't just the South, obviously, there were many northern places too who literally, you know, Boston and other places had racial segregation. But yeah, you know, the impact of that was felt well for 100 years, where even black men in the 15th Amendment were supposed to be allowed to vote. But in many areas, the white, you know, Ku Klux Klan and other racial intimidation groups, you know, silenced them with violence. So, yeah.
I mean, I don't disagree with anything you just said, except we were kind of talking about what built up to the start of the Civil War, and everything you
Okay.
just mentioned came long after the Civil War. So they're not
Yeah,
related.
I just-
Like, it's another injustice, but they're not at all related.
Yeah, but I don't want to just give, like, just because people who lived in the South didn't literally own slaves, there was a very much, you know, a big portion of the population who wouldn't do anything like it, wouldn't be like a John Brown. But then again, like, obviously they, you know, what choice did they have? They were born into a system that already had slavery, admittedly. Yeah, I just don't want to downplay the fact that, you know, just because a person, you know, if they didn't really like engage with it, there was a lot that was done where they just basically said, hey, you know what, this is our way of life, and we're gonna defend this. And it's like, yeah, well, it's, you know, ultimately it's a pretty good thing that was crushed, because, you know, which I assume we all agree on. But
also, just to point out
Yeah.
that even within the structure of the North having black soldiers, right, they were segregated regiments. They weren't mixed.
I'm
Yeah,
kind
yes,
of
that's true. Yep. Yeah, the
In fact-
54th Massachusetts. If
Yeah,
you've
in
never
fact,
seen,
after the Civil War, after they'd helped win the Civil War, right, they then were segregated once again into two regiments and told to go west and protect the settlers. Right?
yeah, that didn't change during was it World War II? A lot of,
And,
I don't know if
yeah,
all,
absolutely.
but many World War II veterans came back from segregation in World War II, and also came back and couldn't get the GI Bill.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
so that's just kind of
Europeans, apparently, there's a lot of Europeans were absolutely shocked at the treatment that the black GIs got. I mean, they
Last
were treated as
season-
heroes when they were liberating towns and stuff along the way, and yet as soon as the white Americans got in there, they were pushed off to the side, and it's shameful, really. Of course, it is. We know it is now in history.
And I think if you look at morality in general, sort of saying, well, most people weren't wealthy enough to own slave. It's just a terrible moral argument. If your moral restriction is a financial inability to do something, that's a terrible argument, because it suggests that, hey, if you had the wealth, you would be doing it as well. You know, it's not a limitation of morality. It's not saying, hey, I object to this on any moral ground. It is simply, well, most people were too poor to do this really awful thing. You know, it's not an argument against it.
Yeah, and in the 40s and 50s and 30s, but you know, different decades of the 20th century, just go look at, it might have not been slavery, but you had lynchings, and you had you had so many churches bombed in Alabama. You had domestic terrorism by all white juries who would convict black people like without any evidence of various crimes. So maybe that's not literal slavery, but it's, you know, but that's also like, yeah, that level may not have existed in other parts of the United States, but it was enough segregation in other parts besides the South. The North was, you know, just had as many racist policies. It might not have been as bad, but still not, you know. Still
and
not
we've got to
good.
remember, even though the average Joe didn't, you know, he's sort of saying the average Joe didn't own slaves, only the wealthy landowners, but the Confederate armies that were fighting to preserve like the slavery, the institution, or the right to have that institution, were made up of average people who might not have owned slaves. They still fought to preserve that institution. So I don't see that argument carrying any. Did Stephen just dip as soon as I came in? That's
I don't think it was you, Mark, because we had the debate recently and everything went.
No, I'm choosing to think it's me. I think he's scared to debate me. I think I'm going to call him out. I'm calling you out, Stephen. I'm joking. I'm so joking. Like, seriously.
First of all, it's way past his bedtime, so he stayed up really late to actually come. And then I don't think that like. But y'all, the only thing I can say in defense was because we were not taught, we were not taught proper history in the South. We just weren't, and so we have a lot of like gaps in our history knowledge sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Robin, don't put yourself down too much. I mean, the textbook I grew up with was very propagandistic. There was maybe 5 pages of Native American history out of like a 600-page book. So it's not, you know, the South definitely has its things, but so does other portions of the country who don't, you know, we in California where I live, we have the mission system from the Spanish.
Yeah.
And admittedly, they want to make money off them because they still exist and they're a piece of history. But the way they teach the history there is kind of like the Native Americans wanted to come here. And it's like, no, they didn't. So,
I think, Brett, that's common to most societies, that they will gloss over the travesties and things that the society has done and, you know, sort of talk up the good things that they've done retroactive. I think that is a societal thing. I mean, look at the English. I mean, they suck, right? Like the English are terrible, but they have this,
Simons.
you know, the royalty was fantastic. Yes, Simons. I'm just trying to hassle Simons. Look,
Look, can I say one thing, Mark?
No. So
no.
Go.
Very quickly, the only response I've got is yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, mate. We look. Stop. You treated us badly. You sent us off to die on a sun-drenched, gorgeous island that is just wonderful to live in. You know, how dare you? How dare
wants to
you?
kill you there. That's great.
Yeah, all the deadly animals of the world on one continent.
Yeah, yes, all of the deadly animals are over here, but it's better than living with the British. Okay, I'll just say that right now. Look,
Technically, they were British, Mark. I've got to say that.
No, they absolutely not. There's nothing British about a drop bear. They've got no decorum whatsoever. They don't drink tea. It's just, it's nothing British about them. But I just want to drop in to say congratulations, Robin. You so
Thank
deserve
you, Mark.
to
I'm
be
so happy.
here.
Thank you for the raid, and thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Well, I was supposed to raid somebody else, but he doesn't have it turned on. So I promised Titan that I would raid this guy. But hey, if he doesn't have it turned on, there's nothing I can do.
Sorry
so
that
you
you
got
love Titan. Yeah.
no.
So we were
you
just
got it by
swapping
default.
seconds.
No problem at all.
See how it is.
No problem at all. But anyway, I just want to say congratulations. It was a fascinating conversation, but I got some stuff to do. I do apologize, and I've just been streaming. But yeah, really good. I think that if you haven't subscribed to Robin, definitely do. She's doing some fantastic stuff with politics, and so I can actually understand what the hell the US thinks it's doing. That's important to me because I don't
think
know
Americans
what they're doing.
can understand that right now.
Maybe, but she's got more of an idea than I do, so I will say that right now. Between her and Nick Suter, I might have a clue at some point. So yeah. But thank you so much, Robin. Take care. Lots of love.
All right, love you, Mark.
Fantastic. Congrats.
See you, Mark.
Oh,
So Robin, is this website like, is it a free account that you can make and have like your own show?
oh, I bought this. I subscribed to it.
Okay.
But
it's just
yeah,
like
it's
a-
mine.
like
It's
you-
my channel. Yeah, we can do. Brett and I are going to do a show, and this one I really like this one. What is it called? The
Manosphere. We're gonna watch part of the Manosphere this week.
Manosphere documentary.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been fighting the Manosphere for a decade.
And we're gonna. I know Robin and I, like, we when we build off each other, we like go deep and say that's bullshit. So we're gonna find our cognitive fallacies and or biases and all the fallacies and shit. So it's gonna be good.
Brett is
don't
the
think
one that taught me how to make my slides for my first debate and stuff. So
I don't think you're going to have to dig too deep to find a few, but I don't think there's going to be many in there simply because there aren't going to be many arguments.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to. I know there's appeal to authority when I saw the trailer and whatnot, but I also just want to just rip apart there. There was one this guy, the one guy who's like kind of tall, and I think he was wearing like a blue tux. He goes, "Men built all these things. What did women build?" And it's like, you sound like a toddler. Like this. How are you so famous? Like this is proof. This is proof that the algorithm isn't about competence. It's about whining little bitches. Like, I'm sorry if you don't like that word, but like, I don't know how else. It's just such a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Drama brings views. It always has done. It's one of the things which is like most unfortunate, really.
you can even call me a bitch on here. It'll be all right.
Yep.
All right.
But
I'm the bitch on here.
yeah, like we may need somebody like Simos though. But I'm not very good at pointing out fallacies. Like I miss them. Like, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love Louis Theroux. I really do. So I think that's about the only thing I'll say in defense of it. I mean, Louis Theroux did a brilliant one on like neo-Nazis. I mean, just fucking ripped them apart. It was really, very impressive.
Is that who
He's a
does
great documentarian.
the Manosphere documentary?
Yeah, same guy.
I mean, I don't have any idea what it is. Brett just told me about it and asked me if I wanted to watch it.
Oh, you don't know about Louis Theroux? He's
No,
incredible.
No, but the Manosphere documentary, I don't know what it is.
Well, he's done a lot of documentaries of weird shit, and he's an incredible. He's just an incredible sort of personality, but he's an incredible filmmaker.
Very, very British. It's
Very British, yes. Very dry. Yes, very dry.
Yeah. So dry you don't even know he's making a joke, which is why it works.
He's totally making fun of these people, and they have no idea.
No idea.
I hope Spooky's not here listening to all this.
Why is that?
because he's
Right.
British too.
Yeah, it's fine. We don't. We've got a fairly thick skin after all these years of taking it
Yeah.
from Australians and anybody that used to be in the colonies.
Yeah.
No, it's no problem. It's
All
no
right.
problem.
Let's watch this last one if I can get it to show up right, because it is it's the one Trump went over to talk to the Saudi convention or whatever it was, and
Okay.
recently, and he got over there for one thing and told them they could ask any kind of question they wanted, even about sex, like
Oh,
and you know how
of course. Because
Yeah.
that's what you say to a Saudi
Sorry.
prince.
right. To
Okay.
people that are like, super repressed and jeez.
Yeah.
Oh,
They love talking about sex. They're very
Right.
open about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Right.
like these things, he could have asked him about cutting up people and putting them in suitcases. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Yeah. Disappearing them out of embassies, shit like that.
because they cut up that
Jamal Khashoggi. Yeah.
yeah, he had that reporter cut up, that American
Right.
reporter, and then blasted that reporter last time when the prince was there for even being
Right.
rude.
He's so
about it.
rude. He's so rude to our guest.
Like, oh
And
my
the
God.
prince did not act affected by it at all, did he? He was expected.
None of it. No, he didn't even blink.
No, he didn't flinch. He was expected. He knew it was coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this
It's
one.
unbelievable, isn't it?
Oh no, this is he calls the Strait of Hormuz the Strait of Trump.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. I love it.
So
funny.
embarrassing.
So fucking funny.
Oh, jeez Louise. Gives me secondhand.
We're crushing Iran's currently as we speak. I just looked. We had another big day. We hit them. They don't know what's happening. Remember this? They lied about 3 days ago. I said, yeah, we're negotiating with Israel. We are not negotiating. They're being hit so hard. Anybody would be negotiating. They are negotiating. They're begging to make a deal. They're begging to make a deal. Turned out I was right. They were negotiating, which they admitted 2 days later. And in order to make up for their misstatement, they said, we're going to send you 8 ships of oil. And the following day I saw this is 2 days ago, I saw on one of the networks, very strange, there are 8 ships of oil coming out of Iran. And then they actually said, we're going to add an extra 2. And they added an extra 2, so we had 10 ships. And then people realized we were actually negotiating. We're negotiating now, and it'd be great if we could do something, but they have to open it up. They have to open up the Strait of Hormuz.
Oh, he's fucking hilarious.
I'm so
isn't he?
sorry. Such a terrible mistake. The fake news will say, he accidentally said, no. There's no accidents with me, not too many. If there were, we'd have a major story. No, well, we had that with the Gulf of Mexico. Remember the Gulf of Mexico? And one day I said,
Okay,
why is
can
it the
I
Gulf
just
of
point
Mexico?
something
We
out
have
then?
92% of...
Stop it. He says, they say in public they're not negotiating. He knows in private they're negotiating. But because they said it in public that they're not, then he starts bombing them.
Are you sure you don't think he's stupid?
I mean, I'm just
Sorry.
saying. Does that even make sense diplomatically? Oh my goodness.
They are not. I mean, we offered them a peace plan. We and they threw it back at us.
Yeah.
Of course
they were like no. And I don't blame them because
if you know anything about the Middle East, they haggle. That's what they do, right? That's even in a Monty Python film as a joke.
Yes. And well, I mean, here's the thing too. Like before we bombed them the first time, before we started this attack right here, we were in negotiations with talks with them.
Yeah.
Like 2 days before this happened. You know what I mean? And of course, if you go
Right,
back
but he
all the way,
sent,
yeah,
he sent Kushner
yeah, yeah.
They didn't send anybody who knew about nuclear anything.
Because they're not care about that because they know they know they don't have one anyway.
Yeah,
But the
absolutely.
like we had though, like we had
Well,
a
they
negotiation
do have.
where we could do all that stuff and go into their thing and check on their uranium enrichment, and Trump pulled us out of that, and so that pissed them off
Yeah.
because then Biden tried to get us back into that, and
Mhm.
the Iranians would not ever agree to it
Yeah, they wouldn't.
because Trump had done pulled it out. You know what I mean? They were like,
Yeah.
we're tired of being, and I think all countries are like that. And then Trump goes and this time and goes around and is trying to bully England and
Denmark,
France
yeah.
and Denmark and Japan and everybody into coming into this and supporting us in this war, and said that they need to come in and get their own ships of oil through there because and he's the one that's got the things closed, and now the Iranians are actually letting countries that are not unfriendly with them actually get their ships are allowed to pass through. They have to be escorted because of the mines that are in the strait. The Iranian escorts have to take them through the straits to avoid the mines, the mines that are down there, and they're allowing them through there without attacking them. So like all these other countries that are like they're going to need their oil, they're just going to say, yeah, we're friendly to you, Iran. You know what I mean? Like they're not going to help them, but they're not going to help us either.
Right.
These idiots are going to get what they deserve. That nope, we're going to be by ourselves, and everybody in the whole world is going to hate us.
Yep.
Oh well, nothing changes really. I mean, you weren't best like before. Let's face it. I mean, your tourism didn't do you very many favors.
Yeah, we've never we're always kind of like the world's like, like oh my gosh, that's that cousin across the pond over there.
Right.
I think the phrase we use is only in America.
But yeah, we're looking worse now though. And electing him once was pretty bad.
Although you got some stiff competition from Russia, the Europeans are not happy with Russia either.
Yeah, but like we were supposed to be
The only difference is Russia only charges us a little bit extra. America wants to charge us a lot extra.
Oh yeah.
But there you go.
Yeah. But I was glad though that these countries are saying no, because
me too.
Because like in Canada, I think I credit Canada with that, because it seemed like every other country was going to bend over and do what he asked, and then Canada was like, no, we ain't bullying us, and I think that gave some of the other countries the nerve to stand up and say no. Like obviously, I watched James O'Brien. Do you watch him, Samos?
No, I don't think so. James O'Brien.
He's in
Rings a bell.
London. Like he's on LBC.
Oh, okay. No, I don't. No, I don't watch him.
Okay. No. He says that there's a lot of people over there, certain ones that are really mad that Great Britain didn't go into to support us in the war. They think Starmer should have done that. They're mad over it.
Yeah, I mean they're just I mean there's a lot of fascists over here as well. I mean, I'd say a lot. There isn't a lot, but there is a significant number of people that have just pissed off now, and would rather bring up the whole fascist thing again and again. I mean, we've had it for my entire life. Okay, so and it's just disgusting as far as I'm concerned. But most people in this country, I feel, still have the moral majority. Let me say, are still dead against that, and dead against not being a multinational or multiracial country.
Yeah.
Most people accept that, and we love it. It's all good. Our cities are much stronger. Our culture is much stronger. But there is this minority of fundamentalists on both sides, which just want to fight each other. And every now and again, that's what gets the news, unfortunately.
I wish we could like find like a place like Australia and put all of our fundamentalists and all your fundamentalists.
Didn't really work out well for us the first time, so I don't think we want to do it again. You know.
Just keep segregating them.
Yeah, well, we thought we honestly thought they wouldn't survive. So you know that's why you fucking Quakers and shit.
Oh, I bet like the Native Americans probably wish that. Which you know, I'm like that's going off on a tangent here, but like I watched. I hadn't watched like a lot of the Inca, how the Inca Empire fell, and I watched that recently, and like 128 Spaniards took the whole Inca Empire down.
Yeah, but kind of. Yeah, kind of. So there's a lot more to it than that. I mean, it's 128 filthy, disease-ridden Spaniards. Number one. So that's what took most of it
With
down.
horses. They had horses.
And they had guns as well. They had guns and gunpowder.
But there was like millions of Incas.
Yeah, well, yeah, but the leadership is what they took down. And that didn't take too long. And once the leadership fell, then so did the rest of them.
Yeah, that was like,
So
that's wild.
if you look at the history of it, you know, they bankrupted the Incas first and then just killed all the leaders. So...
Yeah,
and a lot of them didn't survive of that 128. It's only when they started sending gold back that more people started coming.
Actually, I know, but originally the 128, like nobody in the first few battles, nobody died. Nobody even got injured. Not even any of them even got injured. Like,
yeah, I mean, a few of them got killed, yeah, for sure, as a demonstration. But once the Incas realized the power. And, you know, for as far as I remember, there was like an Inca prophecy at the end of the civilization as well. So they kind of willingly went to the slaughter, so to speak.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it really was, until they finally got so mad that, you know, they finally decided to try and kill these people, and then found it was a lot more difficult because armor it goes very well against, you know, bone spears and shit.
The horses scared them more than anything, I think.
I don't know.
They had never seen horses. Like
yeah, for sure. War horses, yeah.
They were scared of them. But actually, horses evolved in North America, I think.
No, on the Russian steppe. No, come from the Russian steppe. Yeah.
Oh, camel. Let's see. The camels evolved here first. I was thinking horses.
What, in North America?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had
Okay.
camels.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
and then
that's fair
they crossed the land bridge and went over to like Asia and stuff, and then the land bridge got closed off, and they went extinct here. And I think horses too run it. Earl, is that right?
Thought that we had. I know you said. I need to look this up because I thought that we didn't get horses until the Spanish brought them over.
Well, I mean, I was thinking we Brett, you don't remember? You don't know? I was thinking we had them. They were extinct over here though when the Spaniards brought them back.
Right.
I was thinking.
Okay.
But I know
I mean, it's certainly possible because the Russian tundra is obviously not too far away from the land bridge. So I don't know for certain. All I know is that there's a very ancient civilization, which I'm just blanking on the name, which lived just north of the Black Sea, and were, you know, used to eat horse meat. Basically, that was it. They used to follow the packs of horses, wild horses that roamed, hunting them, and then eventually they developed saddles and things like that to ride them. And then they then spread into the Middle East from there.
Well, I don't know that they were ever.
Hey guys, I'm gonna hop off. Congrats, Miss Robin.
Thank you, Odin.
Love all of you, including you, Simon.
Thank you. Love you too. Love you too.
Simon.
I'm sorry. I'm tired.
That's all right.
I'll listen
We
from
met.
the outside chat.
We met when I was using my real name on the internet.
All right,
Like-
later, y'all.
Yeah,
I
later.
love you.
I've known him for must be, I don't know, 15 years or something maybe.
You Odin?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a good guy.
must be getting on for that now.
Well, nobody else want to come up here? I don't even know who's out there. I can't see. I don't think I like this stream stuff.
Why not? Is it a bit too?
I can't figure out what's
Look.
going on. And Brett, I guess Brett's gone. Brett's gone too.
But they left without saying anything. That's not great, I have to say. But there you go. Each to his own. Some people were different.
Well, he didn't want to interrupt me, I guess, because I was talking. I probably got a message on here somewhere if I look hard enough.
Oh yeah, look, there is a chat here. Let's see what this says. Oh no, private chat. Yeah, there's some levels. Yeah, Brett Howdy, Odin.
Yeah.
Love you, Batman.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to chat in the main chat either. I'm on my phone, so it,
How do you chat in the main chat? All right. Yeah. I think you go to YouTube, don't you? Yeah. Oh no, you can chat. You can. Oh no, I don't know.
I'm gonna close this thing anyway. Straight of Trump, he's just so disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets worse, doesn't it? It really does get worse.
See, I don't know how to get rid of these
It's
boxes.
very sad. And it's not going to get any better because he's getting older. So he's just going to go more crazy.
yeah, I mean, his dementia is getting worse, like significantly worse by the day.
I was wondering how long it would take to, like I said, do you remember when Obama came into office?
Mhm.
Right? He was like, sharp as a button, sharp as a tack. He always was sharp as a tack, to be fair. But
He still is, yeah.
he looked middle-aged. But when he left office, he
Oh, he was
looked
gray. Yeah, he was his hair the top of his head was fully gray by the time he left.
Yeah, and I've seen that happen to virtually every president.
Yeah.
I mean, that's,
I mean, understandably so. Like it's a it's a hard
except
it's,
Trump.
it's not an easy job.
Except Trump,
But
yeah.
it's also not for an old man, either, in my opinion.
Yeah, I believe that's too old a man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends how you
That
keep
goes on
yourself.
Claude's face. I don't know how to.
Okay, so it's an Orange Man Bad channel, is it? Got it. Good. Thank you. What? I'm glad you understand.
Yeah, Orange Man definitely bad. Anybody that doesn't understand that at this point is an idiot.
Well, who
Right.
said that? Who said that?
What?
Would 2118.
Mhm.
I don't know
Oh,
what that means.
what? Hello, what? You already know that I don't like the Orange Man. You know better than that. What? Yes.
I know. That's where I was like, wait a minute. How does he not know that?
What is not surprised by that? I promise.
No. No.
Actually, we're not
No.
talking about him as bad as I usually do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, hey, he's the president. He didn't get there by a fucking accident, So
No.
that's whatever.
No, just corruption
But-
and,
Yeah. Well, it's
strategic planning.
not the first time. It's not the first time a president has got there by anything other than legal means, is it? So.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, like I thought Clinton was bad. I thought, So I don't think
Well,
this
he at
guy's
least balanced the budget.
this guy's at least stupid, so he's not as bad as Clinton.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason that we're not in a full World War III at this point is because Trump is so bad. Like he's so incompetent that he manages to bugger things up at the the final hour. So
He's a guy that seems to fall on his feet quite a lot. It seems.
yeah.
But anyway, how you doing, Claude?
I'm very well, thank you. Well, actually, I got a bit of a cold, and a cough.
Oh, dear.
I hope I don't transmit it over the
Yeah.
internet. Yeah.
Well,
of course, I haven't been talking about Hoven so much. I'm supposed to have a Hoven bone here, but yes,
very
I haven't
nice.
had a chance lately.
Did you?
But I think he's got married a fifth time. I think so. He's wearing a wedding ring
Oh.
again.
He debated tonight on Modern Day Debate.
Oh God.
Um, and everyone will be surprised that he had no new arguments.
Yeah.
Shocked.
But,
Shocked, I can tell you. Shocked.
but and the guy that he was debating though got him very upset because that guy was really nice to him actually, and he was like, he told him, he said, like, I'll help you do this research and we'll figure this stuff out. And he kept telling Ken, he said, you really don't know anything about this at all, do you? It was really good.
Yeah, there you go. To the
Well,
point.
I'm hoping to warn, any woman that thinks that he could be a good husband. That after 4 times, I think it's sort of his number is up, really.
I did it once.
I want to tell that woman, I said, as he's looming over you on honeymoon night, as you look up into his eyes, or maybe down into his eyes, or even
right,
don't be fooled by him.
Yeah. After the 5th time, glutton for punishment. What the fuck? Yeesh. Nope. Even if I got married again, I would never live with anybody ever again.
Yeah, that's what I say. Like,
yeah, I'll keep my apartment. We can visit. It'd be fine. We get the tax write off. It'd be great.
The funny thing is, you'd probably get on better. Anybody, But I mean, having said that, there are some people I know, friends that are married, and honestly, they literally are soulmates and have been for many, many years. So occasionally it works, but that's quite rare.
My parents have been together for, oh my gosh, almost 50 years.
Right. Yes.
I mean, that's rare these days. That's very
And they
rare.
get on, seem to still be.
Oh
loving.
no, God! I think they hate each other, honestly. But they're so codependent. They can't possibly live apart anymore. I honestly don't think that they could function. I mean, they love each other, I think, but it's hard to tell sometimes.
my parents have been together 60 years and they get along very good, actually.
Yeah. Well, it does happen. So it's
They're gone to the dog races right now, to the greyhound races. They went to West Virginia to the greyhound races.
My dad mostly stays in the basement, and my mom stays up in her little craft room upstairs on the 3-4 floors away, and so they stay on opposite sides of the house. And then they come together. My dad is undiagnosed, but obviously he's super autistic, and obviously where I get it from. And so they've got their routines, and they do their little pizza, make little pizzas on Fridays, and they had an RV that they were gonna tool around in the RV and go see the country and stuff. I thought that was gonna be super cute. And then my dad's vision got really bad and he couldn't drive at night anymore. And so they had to sell it. Made me sad. I liked the idea of them going on an adventure.
What was the name of that film a few years ago with the couple toured in the RV, and he had dementia and she had cancer, and it was very sweet. And I'm trying to think of the name of it. Donald Sutherland was in it, I think.
I love Donald Sutherland.
Yeah, well, he's died now, I think, but he was in this.
Yes,
one.
yeah.
It was the most wonderful. It might have been the what's the name of the famous campers in camper van brands?
Oh,
Winnebago?
National Lampoon.
Yeah. But I'm gonna find the name of this movie because honestly, I think you would enjoy it. It probably didn't do very well, Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Winnebago. Takes me back. That takes me back.
Gonna go pump out the shitter.
Winnebago. I don't know. I just heard him say camper.
Before we left America, my family took all the kids, me and my brothers, on a tour, and we went down the East Coast and then up the middle to North Dakota, and then back down to California, and then up the
Wow.
West Coast. And you know, just like unbelievable. All with towing a
That sounds incredible.
all just towing a Winnebago camper. We didn't even have the full RV.
Mhm.
Right, we just had the tent bit at the back to wind up and make every day. Just stayed
Right.
in
I don't think
KOAs everywhere.
I think
Yeah.
all Winnebago. Well, look, the Streamline's what I'm thinking about. Never mind.
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, Streamline.
Sorry, it's called The Leisure Seeker. The Leisure Seeker. And Helen Mirren and Donald Sutherland.
Oh,
Very-
that would be good. I
It
love
is a
Helen
wonderful
Mirren.
film. Yeah.
Are you
She's spicy.
Are you from America, Simos?
No, but I did grow up in Canada for a few years,
Oh, okay.
and we actually moved to Texas for a year as well. It wasn't
Ooh.
quite a year.
Yeah. Ugh.
Dad's job. It's Dad's
You're
job.
not allowed to own more than 5 dildos in the state of Texas.
Dildos, did you say?
Yes.
Well,
I don't think I've ever owned one dildo, so I think I'll be okay there.
You can
guess
have
I'm a
as many
felon
guns
in
as you
Texas.
want, but there's a limit to 5 dildo. And no more than 5. You can have 5, but not more than 5.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I've got no idea what you do with the
As
dildo.
if I needed more reasons not to visit Texas.
Yeah, right. I mean, how you would use 5 at once, I've got no idea.
At once? Oh goodness, no! I just like to have variety.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, I'm the
Oh,
same.
no.
I'm the same.
But like,
That's why I
yeah.
never got married. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
There's always cool, interesting little like laws like that though, and like yeah, that's
Still to this day, the only sex that is legal in North Carolina is missionary with the door closed, the lights off, and your socks on.
yeah. There's
Under
some
the covers.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's some weird ones in North Carolina. Do your socks
There's
off.
some weird and your socks on. That part's important.
Didn't we look up a bunch of them one night? Didn't we?
We
do
did.
that? Yeah,
Yeah.
we look them up. But yeah, the no more than 5 dildos in the state of Texas.
Well,
Uh,
there you go.
God approves
Although
the
on the
missionary.
bright side, it's Texas, so they can be pretty big.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, Claude.
Oh no, that's right. I said God approves the missionary position only. Apparently, I tried that. What is the doggy one once? But I was told I was barking up the wrong tree, so I don't know.
Lots of crap going on in England. So what's going on in England? What? That's so bad. Where are we gonna go now? Like, you sure don't want to come here?
Mm-mm.
Just
Yeah,
think,
who knows?
how bad,
You know.
however bad it is wherever you live, you could always have Trump.
Yeah, it could always be someone like mentally insane in charge.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like we have a drunk toddler
Yeah.
with the button to the
Worse,
Yeah.
a 13-year-old teenager that got the strop because he's going through puberty.
yeah.
I
Hey,
guess.
Dave, and Dave is back finally to streaming. He
Oh,
on
that was
tonight,
brilliant, yeah.
And
Oh, good. That's good. That's good.
so
to know.
glad to see him. I was.
Yeah. We were talking about him on Ed's stream yesterday, or was it yesterday or the day before? That we were hoping he was doing okay.
Yes, he's back. He finally came back before we. I think he was afraid that we were going to run his show in the ground before he got back.
There you go.
He probably lost like all kinds of people. Oh, I gotta get back before I lose all my people. But no. But yeah, it was good to see him tonight. We missed him, like being in charge.
Robin, I've got a show idea for you. I think you should talk about how in a two-party democracy, as a democratic republic as we have, how having a third party fucks up the math.
I don't even know that much about. I would like to do a thing on like I have a thing that compulsory voting that I'm kind of. I mean, if I was going to support any kind of like reform for voting, probably that right there. I think everybody should have to vote.
Yeah, I agree. I think they should mail you one. I think they should do it online. I think that if I can file my damn taxes through the internet, I should be able to vote.
And you don't have to vote. You have to return your ballot.
Right. Exactly. That's all that's ever been required with those mandates. You know,
There's a link.
Ed makes that argument. Well, I don't want to have to vote. Then you don't have to, but you have to return your ballot. You have to show that you like check the little boxes and that you're abstaining or whatever. Like you can do that, but like you have to participate.
Right, I have to go. I'm very sorry. It's
Oh,
very late here,
okay.
but something very important in Japan has come up, and I have to go and attend to that.
Thank you.
And thank you very much indeed. It's a pleasure to be on here, and any time to send me an invite, and if I can, I'll definitely make it. It's a pleasure to see you again, Earl. I haven't seen you for a long time.
I know. It's been good to see you.
Glad to see you're doing well. I've been checking you out on Eds from time to time, so yeah, there you go. And
join the couple.
Claude, I'll see you at Missing Mods next time, I hope. Take care, everybody, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Congratulations once
Bye.
again. Night.
Thank you so much.
Where's the leave button on this? Oh my god, I can't find the door. I'm so British.
I know exactly what he means.
It's the button that says leave.
Perfect.
But it is hard to find. It's in the top right.
I do the same thing. Like, I'm sitting here trying to run this. I actually got the bad thing about this is I got in here like when I bought it and tried learning it. So I've been this is not actually my first day messing with it.
Mm-hmm.
That even makes it worse. Like I can't see who all's here. I can't see chat. I don't know. I'm not too crazy about it. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about the layout of everything. I can't it doesn't show me a way to reply to any comments or anything. That's weird. And
Okay,
I have two windows open. The window on YouTube, I have that on mute. Otherwise, you get the feedback.
The feedback, yeah.
And then I log into the restream thing, So then I make sure the main thing, so you can have two windows open, and then you can just comment on your YouTube comments, but it doesn't interfere with causing.
I usually do that when I'm on my laptop, but I had to finish cutting my hair and doing some other shit, and so I've been on my phone.
Well, see, like when I put the chat, the comments up on stream, it like puts them on somebody's face, and I don't know how to.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how to set that up different. I was gonna say I see Objective Ethics in chat, and Daniel, there's a link out there if you want to come in. But and I just want to let you know I did not just start. I've been here 5 years. So
God, have I known you that long?
Yeah. So like this is not really my start. But Daniel's like, you're off to a great start with 2 other subs. It only took me 5 years to get them. But I didn't really make content all that time either. Like I don't focus on mine. But
we've been chatting for God, I guess it has been that long.
Yeah. And I need to get everybody's like channels posted in the description here. I should have had, and I've got mods, but I think that probably most of them. I don't know if who all's here that's still mod, but yeah.
Is that missing mod?
I don't know if Missing Mod's not here.
All right, but when you said mod, was that mod or mod? I couldn't quite.
A mod. Hey, did you see me? I posted your channel in Steven's chat tonight too.
Oh, good.
When you asked him to, and he said no.
Hey, Bad Mama.
I did it anyway.
Hey, Big Bad. Hey, where
Good
you
to
going?
see you.
Big Bad Mama. Have you been at a concert yet? Or is that still to come?
Oh, there's Big Bad Mama. You coming in, Big Bad Mama?
Get yourself in here now. Don't give a choice.
Anyway, me and Objective Ethics, he's going to be having a couple of debates this next month coming up with Toronto Bible Study.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have a couple of debates, and Jill was supposed to have debated him, and Jill is running like a chicken, like a, like a little chicken running, like hiding in chat from me and stuff, because Daniel had scared him so bad that he doesn't want to debate him. So, yeah.
Oh, Jill's a pussy.
Yeah, Jill is a pussy. Yes.
I'll just be honest.
I called him that too in the chat because I knew he was in there. Look, because me and Phantom were in a chat, and I saw Jill in there, and I saw nobody left, and I kept talking to Jill, saying, "Jill, what about this debate?" He would not answer me, and so I kept poking at him, and talking about him being chicken shit. And Phantom told me that as soon as I left, he started talking again. Oh, Big Bad Mama's been to a concert.
Oh, what did you go see? I love live music.
He's winding down.
Winding down? Well, you can wind down with us, can't you?
I guess
We're
not.
a chill bunch.
Yeah, he's winding down. Yeah, Maud didn't come. I don't know.
No, Maud. Oh, tonight? Yes, she did.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see her.
Yeah, she was here earlier. And then, and then we were talking about Trump, and that makes her butt hurt, and so she left.
She don't like Trump.
Yes, she does.
No, she don't. She don't like Trump. She don't like Trump. She might be more right-leaning, but she don't like Trump.
She just likes the government. She's just a bootlicker, really. She just likes all. If it's government and the Republicans are in power, then she's for it. But
she don't really care anyway because she don't vote. So she just, I think she just likes to take the opposite side we're on. I think
that's probably right. I think it's just it might be just a purely contrarian.
Contrarian position.
Viewpoint at this point.
That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jill knows he can't defend biblical morality. Yes, I knew he'd run away. Yes. And I'm going to let him know about it every time I see him, too. Yes, I am.
I'd never let him forget it.
I won't. I promise you. Jill will be hiding from me from now on for a while, or he will eventually regret ignoring me in chat that day.
Give him hell.
Yes. Well, because he runs around and goes, "Oh, everybody's so scared of me all the time and stuff."
Oh, I know. He has such an inflated ego.
Yeah, and I was like, "Jill, I know you're in this chat." That's what I kept saying to him. I was like, "Why are you hiding like a little kid?" Oh my gosh! I said,
"He talks a big talk and then he can't deliver."
Yeah, I said, there's all kinds of people in here that won't let me hurt you. What the fuck? You mean it's like he didn't say nothing.
Chill? No, it's not just script writing. It's for you too.
Oh my gosh.
Well, okay, fair enough.
He once told me that Democrats could not be part of the elect. I said, that's very disturbing to know that I won't be in heaven with you.
The elect? Oh, like the 144,000?
Yeah, he's a Calvinist.
Oh, jeez. Calvinists freak me the fuck out.
And of course, God is very, very partial to Republicans.
Yes, of course. Which makes no sense. Makes zero sense. The party of facts don't care about your feelings, and empathy is weakness, and
Jesus was not an American, and
right.
Yeah,
based on the cracker. That's a yeah. Especially today. I can't understand anybody that claims to be a practicing, believing Christian and can support this administration. I was on
there with Stephen's channel, which Stephen does not support him either. But
Right,
there was
right, yeah,
there,
yeah,
like
he made
it
that
was
clear.
several people on his stream tonight that did, and I told him I had to leave before I said something mean to him because they were like showing off their Trump Bible and everything on stream. I was like,
Yeah, that's just, I mean, the very existence of that Trump Bible is antithetical to
yeah.
Jesus's teachings. Like it's just ridiculous.
But I was like, I said, all y'all are welcome to come by. Anybody, I said, and we're gonna probably watch some videos, and watch Trump stupid shit. So, hello,
Yeah.
Daniel or OE.
Yeah, it's good to see you, sister. Congratulations on your success. No, I didn't know how long you'd been doing it because I tried to look on your channel, and I thought I saw that the oldest video I saw was from like October last year. So I just assumed that you had just kind of gotten started last year.
Well, actually, I said I probably lied when I said that 5 years. I think like me and Captain Desk and Joe, the Kentucky Atheist, like one of the oldest streams I've got on there would be the Halloween one. And that would probably be one of my oldest streams. That one with the Halloween, and then the one that's got me and Mrs. Maud on it too. But I'm on her channel. But that Halloween one that we did on Kentucky Atheist and Captain Desk was over with us. We did one. That was probably one of my first ones. I didn't have a channel probably until around then. I was on
Yeah, 'cause
YouTube.
you didn't used to have to have a official channel on YouTube. You could just be on and watch shit and still check, type in the chats and stuff and all that jazz, but without having a backlog of any content necessarily. But now to do any of that, you have to create an actual channel, which is weird.
Oh, I didn't know you had to create a channel. So what do you got?
I mean, you don't have to put anything on it, but you to do any of the social things, you still have to make a channel, but then you don't have to put stuff on it. But it just has that's how your account comes up.
So Daniel, what are you doing tomorrow?
I've got you remember that crazy lady Claire when I interviewed her? Who can forget Claire? She's indelible. But my name came up on a stream somebody had mentioned, so I popped in there to see what she was doing the other night, and some Muslim guy was talking about, I don't know what it was, something about some crazy religious shit. And so I just posted a comment saying, I don't personally have a problem with religious people. I just have a problem with organized religion. And he misframed that and by saying that I think all Muslims are terrorists and want to bomb shit, which I don't know how you get that out of that statement. That I literally, I was like, what the fuck? So
projection much?
Yeah, I know. And so I'm what the fuck are you talking about? That's really the opposite of what I just said, literally, and I was just in the chat. You can only type a couple sentences at a time or whatever. So it's kind of, I'm trying to give him some benefit of the doubt there, but Claire, who was hosting it, she was only picking out a few, every other comment that I was posting. And so the whole thing was just looking really misrepresented. And I told Claire, I says, hey, I don't really appreciate, for one thing, you've been on my channel as a guest. You've had several conversations with me. For a fact that I don't
Is she the
judge
reformed Islam person? Is that, or reform? Is she the reformed Muslim person, or what?
I'd say she's not reformed.
You know what, sister? I honestly,
honest. Yes.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I
have no idea.
Bye, guys. I just have to go now, but it's
okay.
been
Bye,
fun.
Claude.
Congratulations for
Bye,
Robin
Claude.
and all your participants. It's really been really fun. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Claude.
It's been lots of fun, Claude. We know you ain't had fun, but
it was the lady that was.
She had a what do you call it? The thing, what's it, a hijab on with a red baseball cap.
It was you guys actually did a reaction video which I watched, and I thought it was hilarious. By the way, you guys are all so funny, and you guys were giving me some shit for being too nice to her. And you're
okay, that was the same woman. Okay. Just
Yeah,
making sure I had the right person in my head. Okay, cool.
It was fun. I actually enjoyed watching your guys' reaction to that video more than I enjoyed making the conversation myself. You guys are so funny. You guys, I think I told you this, Robin, this already, but it was hilarious. You guys were like, "Oh my god, this poor objective ethic guy is in way over his head with this lady."
Yeah.
No.
And then he was like, "No, let's be respectful to each other." And then skeptic philosophy come in and was like, talk like I made that clip out of skeptic philosophy, but she came on the skeptics stream though too.
Yeah, that woman was wild. Yikes.
I never watched. I've just been so busy with work. I used to have more time on the weekends, and now I just don't. But I never caught that stream from Skeptic's channel. But I was curious about how that went because he did kind of come unglued. I mean, I think he did a good job of trying to be reasonably civil because it was on my channel, and I know he knows I have those kind. But he definitely came like you could see he was like he was pretty heated. And it was kind of interesting though because he said that she was a homophobe or a bigot, or I can't remember one of the accusations that he made against her. But I met her partner, and he is a gay man who is in a gay marriage. So
yeah,
I'm
but
not
they're
sure.
not like yes, she's very against it. Yes, like and that's why I said like if you ever if she ever shows up to one of your streams, I would not let that guy back on ever again.
Oh yeah, you were telling you sent me that message. I'm not sure.
I mean, I'm like, Robert's channel got hacked immediately after that guy came on.
What happened?
Like, there was that partner of hers, and he comes in and he talks nonstop. He like hogs up the conversation and stuff and what nobody else talks, and then he's just like real rude and stuff. And him and her are not really all in agreement on much, you know what I mean? And so I don't see the purpose of letting him on because they're not like even talking about the same thing. And but he came in the other day and like just been there a few minutes, he had hacked into Robert's account and was like posting in chat using Robert's account.
Oh my
like
gosh.
On Robert's stream. And because it came up and it was like Claire made some really good points, and I thought, what is wrong with Robert? Why is he saying that? He said, that's not me.
You know, I have seen that happen one time before on somebody else's stream where his own, whatever you call it, username or whatever the fuck this is supposed to be, was coming up, and it wasn't the guy who was actually hosting. I have seen that happen once before. That is interesting. That's kind of scary.
And he don't know if it was on the StreamYard or the YouTube end, but it was right while that guy was in. And see, that's why the other day when he came in, what was freaking me out is I kept thinking if it's taking him longer to get into OE's channel, you know what I mean? Like, because I just kept wanting you to just hurry up and get him off there because I was like, get him off there before he gets in. But
yeah, I don't know how long it takes. I'm not computer savvy enough to know how long it actually takes or what it takes to hack into somebody's account like that. And the truth of the matter is that there's so much shit that people who are really smart with computers and really capable that they can do that I'm pretty much powerless to stop. I have to trust my own security software that comes, you know what I mean, standard on whatever equipment I'm using. I can't, you know, I don't use a bunch of high end stuff that's gonna like keep me like completely safe from people who really are determined to fuck with me. So I basically just trust the fact that I'm a pretty open book. You know, I admit that I'm not perfect and I'm willing to express my views, but also to have a respectful disagreement about them. And I treat everybody fairly, even though I may disagree with what they're saying. And that usually keeps me out of trouble. But, you know, at the end of the day, the truth of the matter is I don't have a single week go by, maybe once. I don't know if I even have had one single week go by where somebody hasn't reached out to me after my show was over, either on Discord or email or whatever. Some people have my phone number and said, oh, you can't ever let that person back on your channel. They're a toxic, whatever, blah, 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 just because they have some really shitty views on something. And I understand that some of this stuff can be triggering, but the whole point of my channel, what I'm trying to do is to show people how to have respectful disagreements and hope that the better argument, the more logical argument will win out, and to avoid the emotions of the whole thing. So I cannot please everybody. That's just the way the way it is. It's going to be. So I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to tell you who to have on. Like, it wasn't that. I just
Just as a safety issue.
Yeah, I think he's like, it's not his ideals. I think you can push back against anybody's ideals. Actually, I think you deal with, but like him, I feel like if it was him, like I feel like you know what I mean, like it's just malicious like stuff. You know what are they doing? And what, like I don't understand what was the point of. I wanted so bad while you were talking to him that last time, saying, "Why did you hack onto Robert's account?" I wasn't about to do it while he was on your channel. So, like,
yeah, what if it wasn't him? I mean, because like you said, he did once we started kind of getting into it, but he actually does disagree with. It sounds like quite a bit of that. What Claire is promoting. But I still can't get a real firm grasp on what it is that Claire is promoting, because the more I talk to her, I think she is like a Muslim in disguise or something, which is perfectly fine if she wants to be a Muslim. Like I'm not an anti-theist. I do have a problem with the things that people do in the name of religion, a big problem. But I think we should address those specific issues and let people do their religious stuff like in the privacy of their own homes or whatever it might be, you know what I mean? So if she wants to be a Muslim, fine, more power to her. It's when she starts talking about public beatings for having children out of wedlock and stuff like that.
Right.
That's when I'm like,
wow. that moment where you were like, yeah, a bit, and I was like, a bit, like.
I actually got like me. I tried to be the other day. I tried to be very nice to her, and like, you know, get her to answer, like I was trying to ask her questions, you know, and like get to understand it. And I was nicer to her, actually. I was like, you know, I mean, I'm usually not. I was less aggressive. And so she actually sent me a friend request on Discord and everything. And she thanked me for being nice to her, you know. And I told her, I said, you know, I did totally disagree with everything you believe you're saying. Like, I think that, you know, I said, I think that your ideals would take humanity backwards 1,000 years. Yeah. So
yeah, I mean, it's just theocracy light. Like, I don't know how it's supposed to be beneficial in any way. I've never been. Nothing she's ever said has convinced me why this would be a good idea.
I couldn't get it. Yeah. And I had the other night I was chatting, you know, and saying, hey, you know, you should be standing up for me with your Muslim friend here, because you know better than this. You know, I don't think all Muslims are Unabombers or whatever. That's ridiculous. And so he's made some claims about, atheists believe that something came from nothing, kind of all that nonsense and stuff. And so I sent him back a thing saying, actually, theists are the ones who claim that something came from nothing. I don't know a single atheist or agnostic that actually believes that. I know we tend to think of either a eternal universe or multiverse or some other cosmological model, but there is no model that I'm aware of anyway that says the universe came from nothing. But if you say to the creationist, well, where did matter and energy come from? And they say, well, God made it. And then you say, well, what did he make it out of? Oh, nothing. Well, then you believe that something comes from nothing, because that's you know what I mean? So it's projection is what it is. And so he tried to kind of like avoid the topic. And then Claire said, well, you should go onto his channel sometime and have this conversation with him. And so he says he's going to show up tomorrow, and we're going to debate, or not debate, but discuss creationism versus naturalism. So I'm actually looking forward to it. I was planning on doing other stuff, but I'll absolutely make time to address that, because I don't like when people misframe what atheism is. Even though I'm actually an agnostic, I think that most of the time there's so much information on the internet explaining what atheism is, that when Christian apologists or Muslim apologists are still making these claims about atheists and what they believe and stuff and how it's a religion and all this other bullshit, I feel like they're just doing it on purpose to poison the well. I don't see how they could be that
There's
ignorant.
also a little bit of, because there's like, I guess I colloquially know what you mean by agnostic, but you're an agnostic atheist is what you are.
No, technically I am. The only reason I don't, and I've said this before openly, and I don't mean to be disrespectful when I say this, but the reason I don't consider myself any type of atheist is because I don't give enough credit or credence to these anthropomorphized gods to even put a title to my rejection of it. I feel like literally if I was going to say I'm an atheist, then I'd have to go around saying that I don't believe in Santa Claus or I don't believe in the Tooth Fairy. And that's not what atheists are saying. But to me, that's how ridiculous these Abrahamic gods are. They're literally like cartoon characters to me. And so I just don't even take it seriously.
For sure. Yeah. So you're an atheist then.
To a certain degree, but I actually I am agnostic because I do consider
that's a different
seriously,
claim.
although I'm not convinced about the arguments, but I do take the arguments seriously when it comes to the gods that they talk about in philosophy. There are some really interesting concepts. Consciousness is being fundamental. So there's some ideas out there that I'm not going to just wholeheartedly reject. That I just admit that I don't.
But the agnosticism is a different claim. That answers a different question.
Agnosticism.
There is no such thing as agnosticism. Like that's a made up word.
No, agnostic comes from without knowledge from the ancient Greek.
I know.
Okay, yeah. So it's a claim that I don't.
That's why I'm arguing. That's why I'm arguing this point.
Yeah, I know. I don't think it's possible to know about the existence of gods or supernatural things.
Yeah, because you can't test it.
Right, exactly right. So I don't believe or disbelieve in any gods, but I don't consider Yahweh or Jesus to be a god. To me, that's like a cartoon character that people made up to, you know what I mean? I literally think it's that ridiculous. So I just don't even, but you'd be right. Yes, I would be a hard atheist, an agnostic hard atheist, because I would say I actively reject the Abrahamic God, so on and so forth.
We're on the same page. I'm the same way. I know that the Abrahamic gods are bullshit. I don't know about the other ones, so I can't speak to those. So in that regard, I would consider myself an agnostic atheist on that. Yeah, a soft one on that side. But yeah, definitely agree with that. But yeah, I have I would, and I made this up, but I'm a radical definitionalist, and it it annoys me because it creates a weaselly way for theists to be more weaselly.
Yeah, Tom. Oh, absolutely. I agree with you 100%.
So they like playing word games, and I don't let them.
And I think people should start holding them accountable to that because, as you know, atheism is really an umbrella term, much like theism is. If you really want to pick apart someone's atheistic understanding or beliefs, then you would really need to ask them, well, what kind of atheist are you? Because you could be a hard atheist, you could be a soft atheist, you could be a Buddhist, for fuck's sakes. I mean, you know what I mean? So it's really an umbrella term, but ultimately it does entail lack of belief. Whether you whether you are hard or soft about it or whatever, and it's about a specific proposition of a god.
Let me get hey Jester, I'm sorry, I was in the middle of doing something.
Oh, Dixie, good to see you.
Hello. I just came on to say that the reason, mainly I came on because I couldn't say it in the chat because YouTube doesn't want it heard, but the reason that the Trump Bible exists is so that we can get a video made of a satanic orgy masturbation ritual where everyone finishes on it before we burn the damn thing.
That sounds like a great idea. Thank you, Jester.
I am for the plan. Awesome. I am for the plan.
If somebody wants to run the Kickstarter, I will be happy to share all rights with you. But I could use some money, so please give me some credit.
Oh, for sure.
That is so funny. And
I wasn't sure. At first, I wasn't sure where you were going with that, and then that enveloped so beautifully.
That's the way all things should be when I say them, at least.
Oh my!
I try to make it to where every time I say something big like that, I am undressing it slowly.
I like it. Undress it with my ears.
Yes. I seek to be a stripper, but a stripper with words, not clothes.
I
Nobody
like
wants
I
to see
like that a lot. Yeah, I
Although
like that.
I
The visual of that is beautiful.
apparently we differ in words because I am a
This is weird BS.
descriptivist. All words are made up.
Ah,
But
I
I
am
do
not.
understand
I don't
where
I don't like that
a-
postmodernism bullshit.
I
Oh my God,
I
you
do
sound like Jordan
understand where
Peterson.
from a debate thing you definitely want those definitions hard coded before the
Yeah.
beginning of the debate so that people can be held accountable.
Yeah, for sure.
Be like, no, you're weaseling.
hmm
You
And
are
and
using
uh,
that
as
wrong.
much as Jordan Peterson bitches about postmodernism, he is like the epitome of postmodernist thought.
Oh yeah.
I've messed up so much. I did not know how to do any of this stuff here. I'm trying to see who else was here. Maud was here. She got mad because we were dogging Trump. You were right.
Yep.
And she doesn't even like
Jordan-
Trump. Why would she get mad and leave over Trump? I like because I said he was a racist.
Because if it's about Republicans, then they must be right, and we're not allowed to. We're not allowed to critique them or something. I don't fucking know. She can call people pedos who aren't, all she wants, but we actually say things that are true. And that makes her mad. So
I love Maud, but like this is my
I
channel,
used to love
so
Maud.
I get to say my shit on my channel.
Yep, damn straight.
That's what it is. That's why I get to say my shit on my channel.
I used to love Maud, but she broke my heart.
I know.
Mod is special. That's all. But I am
Mod's great.
special too.
Yes, you are, Jester.
My last name is Ed, in fact.
Oh, I guess I'm already gonna shut this thing down. I'm not gonna stay on here much longer.
That's
I really just I don't know. I didn't even have nothing in mind to do or not anything, but I just I don't know. Thought I better do something since I conned you into like getting my subs.
I have worked.
Did y'all hear my
with
song?
30.
Did y'all hear my song?
I did. I was sitting in the back when it was playing.
Yeah, DM made me a song. You want to hear it?
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's very 80s rock.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's very 80s rock. I gotta figure out how to play it. Let's see. Okay, so.
In 19 City, Robin Webster came into the world. Oh yeah. She was so amazing, the universe almost expired. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. She grew up and she got married and was like a no, never mind. And she looked again but still couldn't find the man who was sublime and tried again, but no, that wasn't to be. Still she produced from one but two daughters. Wow, that is pretty neat. Take a seat, the channel you're at is LGBT friendly, and so you best respectful of others, or you will be launched into orbit by Robin's Mars. Ooh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Robin, she is awesome. Some live
DM is so creative. I swear,
Don't
that's class.
mention Batman. It goes off right there because it went over. It says, "Don't mention Batman." Oh God, he's hilarious.
It's hilarious. He actually wrote me the song that I used for my outro, and I told him how much I liked it, and I couldn't believe he did that. I just did it like, I don't know what inspired him to even do that. I never asked him for anything, but I thought it was so nice of him, and I told him how much I liked it. And I can't remember. There's one lyric in there that I thought, is there any way we could just change this one lyric? And because I work in the restaurant bar business, so I'm actually up all night. And the lyric says, "I'm not up late at night," or some stupid, silly little thing like that. And he says, "No, but let me write you another song." I was like, "Well, you don't have to do that. Don't worry about it." And he ends up sending me like 2 or 3 other songs, and I absolutely refuse to play them for anybody because it talks about like me without my shirt on. Did he? Have you heard those? I hope nobody's heard those.
No, I haven't heard yours, but he sent me. I've got 3 songs. The first one he sent me, like, oh my gosh, you should hear it. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's bad. But then he sent me 2 with this one, and they're pretty much the same lyrics, but they've got different kind of like music with them. And so that I like that. I like that lover boy sound music that's on this one. You know what I mean? That's what that's kind of like lover boy or something like that. The other one's got a different beat, but the first one, yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
I shudder to think what
Oh,
somebody
my goodness.
would write about me.
Like, yeah, 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 he's pretty good. Yeah, but yeah, he's.
Does he make them with AI?
What are you doing? You're messing around with something or something.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he makes it. I think he does.
my
I think he
keyboard.
writes out the lyrics and then he just plugs it into AI to write the actual the music for it, which still takes a lot of talent. I told him it's really creative, even though he's not writing the actual music. He's just to come up with all those lyrics. to get it
Yeah,
to
I
rhyme
don't
and-
knock it a bit. That some of the songs that I've heard that are AI, just across YouTube of late, have been really, they're pretty good. They're not as sloppy as I thought that they would be.
I don't know if we want to open up this can of worms because I know you're trying to get off, Robin, but it has actually been very concerning to me because the fact that I have seen not just music, but art and some really good art that's been done by AI. And I'm thinking, oh man, that's something that I would have thought we wouldn't be able to outsource, the creativity aspect to computers and to artificial intelligence so quickly. And I am concerned about artists because artists
As
are
a
going to
digital artist, it is definitely it's a little scary. I've used it to help me practice my own drawing and stuff, though. I mean, if you use it in a I don't know, like an ethical way, I think that it can be really helpful to help hone your skills a little bit better. I didn't realize that art was something that you could practice, but if you see the stuff that I did when I first got started to the stuff now, I mean it's night and day. And like I go back to my old stuff and like clean it up all the time because it I'll notice something else that I can like do better with it or whatever. But and because it you can give I was having it give me like kind of prompts to do like tips and techniques and stuff, and it would give me like a little sketch, a practice sketch thing to work on, and so because it's like a muscle, you gotta use it to get better. But it's the stuff that's, I mean, I can always tell when it's 100% AI art that somebody posts, one, because there's always things that are fucked up.
Like 7 fingers.
Fingers, yeah, fingers are always really the AI has a really hard time with fingers. It has a really hard time putting
I like words.
arms and stuff in proper proportions. Often you'll see it like if you look close enough, there'll be like 2 right feet. I've seen that a couple times, or 2 left feet or whatever. And actually, it's been one of the ways that's helped me practice is actually fixing bad AI art.
One of my favorites that I saw was a guy with a lion, but it flipped the lion's foot onto his.
Oh yeah, it does. It's so like I fight with AI all the time. Like if we get taken over by the robots, they're taking my ass out first because I get into a pissing match with fucking AI so often. Because I'll ask it to do something and then it'll put in all these flourishes and all this weirdness, and I'm like, then it was getting real comfy with me. And I was like, I am not your friend. You are a machine. You need to do what I ask, and that is it. I do not want, you're not my friend. You're not my buddy. Like, this is not cool. Like, this is creepy. You've got to stop. And the weird and truly fucked up thing is that it listened. And it's never tried to do it. It's never tried to do it ever since.
Oh, sorry. Daniel, are you here?
That you
Am I here?
had the creep
Yeah, I modded you.
conversation
You can
with
put your
AI.
channel in the chat if you want. Gave you moderator.
Don't you dare turn me blue, Robin.
Should probably do that. I should take advantage of that. That's very gracious of you because I do really appreciate the exposure. I just cracked 200 subs myself recently, and I was pretty excited about that considering I have no time to really put into it. But the truth of the matter is it's really just because people like Robin have been networking and sharing the videos or encouraging people to come over and check it out and participating in the live stream. So I am very grateful for anybody who does check out the channel. I don't have the link.
Robin sings your praises, so.
Yes,
she's very kind. She's very kind, and she actually sets a good example. Something that I've learned from. I've said this before on my own channel that I find Robin to be a very wise person, and wisdom is the ability to use knowledge properly. So there's a big difference between being intelligent and wise, and that's why sometimes the smartest guy in the room can act like a total idiot, all the time because he doesn't really understand how to properly apply that knowledge. So I think Robin does have
that all the time.
I tend to be probably smarter than I am wise as well. And wisdom is the fundamental virtue. We can't really understand the other virtues without wisdom because of that. So I think that if I encourage anybody to do anything, it's try to seek wisdom, try to learn how to properly apply the knowledge that you're receiving, because we're being exposed to information all day, every day. It's a constant influx of information. So if we can learn to properly process that information, that's what it's all about.
See why I like him so much?
I know it. There's a reason why I surround myself with people who are very different from me, and it's because I love learning things, and I always, my friends are always people that I find to be better humans than I am, so I can learn to be a better human.
He says really good stuff about me too, so yeah, that makes me. That's what I meant when I said that. See,
I just said something very nice about you too, just in a roundabout way.
Yes. People who say nice to me. It's your turn.
Chester, no pressure.
That's needed, Sometimes our egos need a little fluffing, and there's nothing wrong with it. And poor Miss Robin has been put through the ringer lately, so
Yeah, I'm all right.
Happy to fluff. Yeah. I'm happy to fluff.
But yeah,
I'm here to rib you.
But yeah, Objective Ethics puts on he has a good panel, interesting guests, and then I've been watching Skeptic Philosophy. I've been enjoying his, and of course the Scott from the Mirror Point.
haven't heard of that.
I really like Scott is like we don't agree on idealism, but like I just have a blast over his channel. Like yeah, he's a lot of fun to hang out with. He's a lot of fun to hang out with. He's really cool. But
He can be. He can be.
Yeah.
Him and his co-host. I don't know. Did you hear about all that drama from before with me and Scott?
No, this was no. Wow.
Oh yeah. He so I've
Okay.
been, hanging out in circles. Like I didn't have my own channel. I mean, technically I set up a channel like 15 years ago when I was selling the boats, but once I sold the business and the patents, I shut everything down. So I didn't start making like content on philosophy and theology, the stuff I do now, until a few months ago. So I really just started a few months ago, but I've been online because I was sick. I was on my couch for like 2 years here recently. And so I was just online all the time. And that's when I got to know Robin and Captive Desk and Joe, the Kentucky Atheist, all these other people, because I was just coming through their channels. And people were asking me all the time, do I have my own channel? And I says, no, I don't have time or energy for something like that. And so I came across Scott and Sophia's channel. It was about 6 months ago. And I really enjoyed talking to them. We had some really great conversations. And they asked me, hey, do you have your own channel? I said the same thing. No, I don't have my channel. I don't have time for it. And so Sophia said, well, if you ever want, we could help you out with that. We could do something together. And I was like, oh, I'll have to think about that. So I started thinking about it, talked to my wife a little bit about it. I was like, I could do something with them like once a month. I could probably make that commitment. So I sent Scott like an email and I went onto their show the next week and said, hey, you guys said you might want to do something together. So I don't know what you meant by that exactly, but I assumed you meant to come onto your channel because you obviously can't do anything for my time, right? Because my time's limited. You're not going to come to my job or something. So do you want me to co-host with you guys or something like that? And he said, yeah, that would be so cool, man. I said, well, I can do it one Sunday a month. And if you want to set, or one Saturday, I guess they do it one Saturday a month. He says, yeah, that would be awesome. So I started doing the show with them one Saturday a month. It blew up. Their channel went from like 160 subs to 200 in just a couple weeks. And I started networking with some other people and saying, hey, I'm going to be on this show. If you want to see me, I'll be on this channel here. Everything was going so good. But then after like, a month or so, it occurred to me that, and I guess Scott sent me an email saying, oh, by the way, everything that we talk about has to come back to non-dualism or idealism. I can't remember how he worded it. I don't want to misframe it, but he basically, that's like what their channel is all about, is non-dualism or idealism. And I was like, well, idealism. Yeah. And I say, well, I'm not really, I think it's a fascinating topic, but I'm really agnostic on the whole dualism, non-dualism thing. And as far as I could tell, consciousness is emergent, not fundamental. So I'm willing to be convinced, but so far I haven't been. So maybe, and I was having so much fun talking about philosophy and stuff. And I was like, maybe I should just do my own channel. Instead of tell them how to change their channel to meet my needs, it would probably be most respectful to just do my own thing. Right. So I was talking to, what's his name? Brooklyn Lou on his channel. Yeah. And I was kind of trying to explain this. I was telling Lou how much I enjoyed being on Scott and Sophia's channel, how much I like them. I think they're really neat people and all this stuff. And I had apparently a misunderstanding of their version of idealism, because it's called Berkeleyan idealism. Berkeley, I don't know if you know the philosopher, but he believed that consciousness is what keeps the universe together, literally.
Yeah,
so
there's several.
There are a number of different models. And so there's this model where if you leave the room, then all the furniture and stuff would just disappear, but it would just turn into like atoms or float. Yeah. And so to criticisms of his, like, okay, so what keeps the universe together when you're leaving the room? He said, well, God's consciousness is what keeps everything together, right? So I didn't really understand what Scott and Sophia's particular model was. And I thought that they didn't think that that the material world really existed, is how I framed it. And apparently that's not correct. Apparently I misunderstood it.
They're not theistic.
No, I know, but I still don't really even now have a good handle on what they actually do think, to be honest with you. So I mentioned this to Lou. Well, Scott apparently got really upset about this, really mad about it. So this is a Saturday night or something like that. So Sunday or whatever it was. So Saturday, I can't remember Sunday morning, whatever it was, I'm in bed sleeping and my phone starts blowing up and a bunch of people are texting me and DMing me on Discord saying, do you know what Scott and Sophia are doing right now? And I'm like, no, I'm sleeping right now. What's going on? They're like, you need to go check out what they're doing on their channel. I'm like, they said they are running your name through the mud right now. I'm like, no, that can't be true. No. Yeah. I said, that can't be true.
And so I says, whatever it is, I'm sure it's some kind of misunderstanding or something like that. So I just was going to go back to bed, and my phone kept blowing up for like 3 hours. I'm like, they're still at it. You need to go over there and defend yourself. I'm like, no way. So I log on. I never watched any of what they did. I just logged onto the show and joined the backstage, you know. And so Scott brings me up. I said, Scott, I don't know what's going on. I haven't watched anything. My understanding, I'm getting a bunch of phone calls and whatever saying you guys are upset with me. So can we clear the air about this? And so they told me that I was intentionally trying to misrepresent their position and defame them or damage their reputation or some bullshit like that. I says, well, no. And so when he went to play the video, the clip of me saying that I think they think the real world doesn't really exist outside of consciousness, to get to that spot, he actually played the part where I said how much I like them and how nice they are and all this stuff. And he's in there trying to convince me that I'm trying to make them look bad. Well, in the video itself, I'm literally saying how much I like them. It didn't even make any sense, you know? And so then him and Sophia admitted that it was a misunderstanding and they took things out of hand. And Sophia, she also accused me of trying to blindside her with a debate when in fact I had emailed them ahead of time to ask if it was okay if we talked about this particular topic. So they just totally misrepresented all this stuff, right? And they admitted it. And I said, don't worry about it. I apologize for my poor understanding, my poor communication on Brooklyn News Channel. I didn't mean to hurt anyone's feelings, you know, totally owned up to whatever they, you know, responsibility I had there. And I said, is there anything else you guys want to talk about? And they said, no, that's it. That's all there was. I says, okay. So I get off and then my phone is still blowing up all night. You know, it's going. And I said, yes, I already dealt with it. And they says, oh, that was crazy. And so later on that night, I actually went back to watch the video that they made. And fucking Scott actually started the whole video by saying, I have no idea how Objective Ethics even became a co-host on my channel. Like he just like invited himself on here, like thought he could just take over my channel and stuff. I'm like, holy fuck, that's crazy.
Well,
how does somebody, I wasn't even a mod. What's that?
Are y'all not friends? I thought, see, I didn't.
No, I'm always, they're always welcome. I told him, I says, listen, well, so here's how it all went down. So I responded on that video. I said, Scott, I don't know why this video is still up. This is insane. I says, I went onto your channel to clear this up. Why do you still have this video up? It makes you and me, everybody involved, look really bad. Because if somebody watches you guys go off for 4 hours trashing me, and then at the end of the video, they watch you apologize to me for taking it out of context, but you still leave this video up, it just looks really bad for everybody. And he said his whole response was, and he had other people respond, tell him, hey, you should take this video down, you know. And he's like, no, this is great for my channel, that people love this kind of bloodbath stuff. I said, Scott, there's no bloodbath. I have no ill will towards you or Sophia. This is just really bad look. I'm just telling you as a friend, you should take this down. And Scott insists that it's good for his channel to have this fucking.
I guess I didn't know about that. Because I think that maybe you were the person that introduced me to them, weren't you?
Probably. I grew his channel quite a bit, just a few weeks.
Well, I mean, I think you were like, I'm going to be on this channel over there, but I like them too. Yeah. And I'm not involved in all that, but like, yeah, I hate that. I didn't recognize that though. And I didn't mean to bring up shit.
That was a great story. It's a real shame that no one heard it, at least most of it, because we all ceased to exist when Earl left the room.
I didn't even realize you did.
Kicked me out.
I don't know what. I swear I
heard
didn't.
The whole thing. I heard the whole thing.
Yeah, to be clear, though, I don't have any ill will towards them at all. I'm just telling you the background. So when you go to his channel and see that video, you're like, what the hell is this all about? You know, it's Scott wants the drama. He thinks that it's going to be good for his channel. And I don't agree. I understand there is an element to YouTube where like some people think that bad news is still attention or bad media is still media and stuff. But people who don't deal in marketing don't understand that's not a universal principle. It doesn't really work that way. You got to, it's only in certain situations.
Especially for a small channel, like you can get some clout, you know, kind of, covering people that are having controversies or whatever. But like having your own interpersonal drama like that as a smaller creator doesn't tend to go very well.
Well, anyway, I appreciate you. I'm gonna try to later on put this everybody that I can remember that was here, put their channel in the. If you come by and you watch the video and your channel, you were here and your channel's not in the thing, shoot me a message and tell me I better get you added.
Yeah, I
And
didn't leave. The stream said that it lost a connection,
I
and
don't
then
know
it
what
just booted
happened.
me out. That was really weird. I've
Yeah,
never had
it
that happen
disconnected from
before.
you, but everybody else, not nobody else. But
Why are you
Right.
using Restream instead of a StreamYard, if I can ask?
because
Yeah.
I bought this, like, but I'm, you know, I mean, I'm just trying it
Yeah, but
out.
why?
It's a lot cheaper. Objective, it's like $30 a month cheaper.
Oh yeah, so Restream. I mean, StreamYard has a free version as long as you don't go over your hours, and you don't
I
stream
know.
that often. So I think you should be able to stay within the
But you
free
can't have like
content.
you can't have as many participants on. You can only have up to 6 guests, and and
Yeah, if you
I
on
can
the
have
free
like,
version, yeah.
yeah, and I can have like 10 on here, and I have 2 seats on here too, to where like, I was just gonna try it out and see. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted
See if
to.
you,
I
now, see if
wanted
you
one.
like, because I don't know if with the paid version it's different, but I know that with that people who use Restream, if people they can't join on their phone. So if I had to come out here and get my laptop to
Yeah,
join this panel.
I'm on my phone. You can
Oh,
join
you
on your
are?
phone. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's just my phone then. Yeah.
Your browser, something about your browser, but like,
But it booted me for like.
yeah.
I mean, my internet's fine. You know, I don't know what's
But
up
it's
with
like
that.
$30 cheaper a month. So I was just
But it
trying
boots.
it
But it
out.
boots your guests off your show.
But it didn't. I don't know. It didn't boot anybody else.
Well, I know that, but I mean, it didn't have to boot. You know, but it booted me. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I would
It
try.
said it lost connection, and then because I never left the stream. I mean, I was in the back the whole
Yeah,
time.
just told you in the back.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I didn't do that. Let me in. Let me in.
Well, keep an eye out because you can actually get StreamYard at 50% off around the holidays. So it's only a couple $100 a year, which is very reasonable at that price, in my opinion. That's really nothing, and you get all the bells and whistles for that.
Yeah, I like StreamYard better, but like right now, like it was, you know, then I just got my disability finally approved, like last week.
Congratulations.
Had I talked to you, Earl, since that?
No, no.
I got my disability. Yeah.
That's good. Finally.
So I finally gonna be drawing that ever. So that's
And I got hired.
Oh, good.
With a permanent job with a schedule that I can actually work. So,
That's cool.
I just worked my first full week this week, so I'm still catching up. But yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good then. That sounds good. All right. Well, everybody, thanks for coming, and I'm going to get off here and probably go over tacos maybe and see if I can like kiss Maud's butt for a minute so she'll quit. They won't be mad at me, but no. I'm sure she don't. But
all right. Good talking to you, Robin. Congratulations.
All right. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll look forward to tomorrow's going to be a good show. That Muslim, he's in for a wild ride if he thinks he's going to get away with all that bullshit.
You know what his name is?
Khalid, I think. Khalid or something like that. He was, yeah. It was. I was going to actually do a response video on that whole conversation, the way that went down, because I had an interesting debate with Claire and some of her other guests. Guy left, so we'll see. But tomorrow will be a fun show.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
See you
Have a good
tomorrow.
day.
Bye, y'all. Love you.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.